Oh my gosh, Shiz.
There she goes again. Oh man, shoot the messenger if you need. Justify the criminal's greed. Blame the documents if you want. Throw out a misogynistic taunt, but there she goes again. Pissing off them men. There she goes once more. Facts will settle the score. If the truth is painful, maybe be less pitiful. Don't commit crimes and lie online. There she goes again. Documents in hand, breaking their delusion. Sorry for the confusion, but shit happens. Shit happens. Shit happens.
You're not forced to do a goddamn thing. You know what you could do? It's just a thought. Okay. There's this little bitty button that's on your computer and it says power. And if you hit that motherfucker, guess what? This whole motherfucker is gone. Gone. You don't get to hear nothing. You don't get to see nothing. You don't know what people are saying about you. It disappears.
Show. If you don't know, now you know. It's about to get out of control. Buckle up, cause here we go. Cause here we go. Cause here we go. Cause here we go.
I encourage the drama. I like the drama. I want the drama. My channel from day one has been drama approved.
The man AC is on his way, presiding over the drama community. Tells it like it is, no matter the case. Displaying it all over the place. He's not here to save a hoe. No sipping, no white knight. Take that shit and go.
Stay if you got booty, though.
You ready for the shit show? If you don't know, now you know. It's about to get out of control. Buckle up, cause here we go. Cause here we go. Cause here we go. Cause here we go. Evidence over everything. Fuck your damn feelings. If you get out of line, we'll raise the ceiling. Whole community not letting it slide. Good luck finding somewhere to hide. You ready for the shit show? If you don't know, now you know. It's about to get out of control. Buckle up, cause here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the shit show.
I just want to thank AC for bringing some amazing lol cows this way, especially this person. The shit show's followers need investigated.
Investigate me
Those
harder,
are certainly
you know.
all words, and I'm proud of you. Holy shit.
What's up, guys?
Not much.
I will say, so it is a double-edged sword, right? Because there's a lot of great locales, but damn, AC, you're really fucking up my YouTube algorithm.
Yeah, we were just backstage talking about how you're fucking up algorithms all over YouTube with all your bullshit. It's fine. It's the shit show summer, guys. It's what it's about. Right? Right. So AC, could you bring up that TikTok? Scotto doesn't have TikTok.
I'm proud to
Slotto.
say.
I was fixing to
Slow.
say I don't really have TikTok. Hold on, let me log
We don't
into
need to do
TikTok,
that
I
one.
guess.
If you want to take me on a Jen Safari, we can do that too. I also popped into Kendra's briefly earlier and it was interesting.
Yeah. She's a special one.
Oh, I
All right,
do
let
want
me
to
log
say,
into
when I was
TikTok
going
first.
over the Chili documents yesterday, I talked about a man named Colin Campbell. That is not this account. Please stop bothering this man and acting like he's Colin Campbell. He's not. There
Yeah,
is
this
more
is
than
a
one
good
Colin
Colin.
online. Yeah. Sorry about that, Colin. I forgot that people thought that there was only one person with that name. Oh, fuck. Yeah, the shit show summer camp at the Lolcow Ranch and Farms. Exactly, Bexa.
You know, people do the same to me. I'll like meet somebody. Oh, I happen to know somebody that's gay, and just because they're gay, I'm automatically supposed to know them. You know, hey, do you know Bob over in Texas? Like, what the fuck? You know?
Oh, there will not be porn bombs tonight. I'm not dumb enough to get porn bombed. Yes, Piss Jug is the Colin I was talking about. Oh, Jamie's here. I'm gonna drop a link. It's only for Jamie.
Yo, what's up?
I already sent. Don't do that. I already sent
Oh,
him the link. It's in his DMs.
okay. I just listened to like
Okay.
this isn't my
So,
Yeah, we're
channel.
not having any porn bombs up here. No, that's not happening.
okay, so you know Bob in Texas. Let me know. Let me know. You know, I'm a good people.
That when I worked for the police department, people used to do that. You'd say you work for the police department, and they're like, "Oh, do you know fucking Billy O'Sullivan?" I'm like, no. There's
Yeah.
thousands of cops, bro. I don't know them all.
Why is this taking forever to load?
Griffey, Demon didn't use a VPN, and even if he did, the device ID was also stored by the account. Can't really do that digital shit, guys. Really can't. I don't know why Nick Volt is here. The last I encountered Nick Volt, we were having an argument about cat's genitalia. So, meh. All right, what's Jen been up to? Still losing it? This chick kind of reminded me of
Yeah,
Jen.
she's been come on, log in already. Oh, this is gonna piss me off.
Better to be pissed off than pissed on.
This is true.
Unless that's your
Here.
kink, and then get away from me, you're weird.
Okay, so Jen has been outed as a liar. She's had a bunch of her friends turn against her. Amber is one of them. The Kendra chick is another one. And there's a bunch of other characters that we haven't dipped our toes into, and they have all turned their back on her now. And I mean, she's just she's kind of a vile person. It's kind of hard to explain.
Oh god,
But
she go off the deep end again?
she definitely I wouldn't say she's on the deep end yet. That may be pushing it a little bit, but
She's on the edge and she's about to break, like that Linkin Park song. Maybe she needs a little room to breathe.
I'm kind of hoping so, because we haven't like some of the older videos are fun to watch. But
Yes, Jen
she's
is the
not,
rent-a-center kidnap chick. Yes.
Yes.
Extra points for you, Alana Haydu.
Okay, so let me take this off here.
She's not off the deep end, but she was never in the shallow end. I like that.
All right, so this is the chick you wanted us to show. The Kendra. This is a different Kendra, by the way.
Yes, just a weird coincidence that Kendra's Kendra all tend to be little cuckoo bananas. Shit, I thought I sent you the link directly. She has a series where she talks about how her therapist was in love with her. I think it's the glasses ones, like the start of all those.
I can
Okay,
send him
give
that
me
one.
2 seconds. If you send it to me, I probably have it still.
I don't remember if I sent you a link to her page or to just that one. Fuck.
I think it was the page you sent it to.
Damn it.
All right. Hold, please.
She's crazy and she was all over my feed, and I was like, fuck, I kind of want to talk about this.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. That was a link to the actual the psych story.
I guess.
She has a
maybe?
playlist here.
Oh God. Okay, maybe. That may be it.
Okay.
To talk about her therapist falling in love with her.
Yeah, there's a lot of views on this one. 1.8 million views on this one right here.
Yeah. Yeah, that might be it. It went a little viral because people were like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know which direction to start in.
Just play the most viewed one and let's see what that one's all about.
2.4 million on this one. We'll start here.
Audio.
Mic check 1, 2. Oh no.
There's no audio.
AC, get your shit together.
Sorry.
I fell in love with my psychiatrist, and he knew, and he kept me until I had the strength to leave after 4 years. Here it is, part 1. So I decided to go back on ADHD meds after many years of being off of them. I was on them in my early 20s to help me get through college, and then I went off of them because they just weren't, like, the side effects were too much over the benefits. But then in my late 20s, I read this book, Taking Charge of Adult ADHD, and it absolutely changed my life. For my fellow ADHDers, there's so many good things in here. And the biggest thing that I took away was that it's very important for ADHDers to be on meds. So I decided to make an appointment with a psychiatrist. I just Googled psychiatry in the city that I lived in, and I went with the first one that came up, and I got an appointment within a month. And then I booked a 90-minute intake, and I show up to the intake, and
normal
this
thus far,
man
kinda.
is my age, and I can't help but notice that he's pretty attractive, this psychiatrist.
Oh boy.
I fell in love with my psychiatrist, and he
All right, next one.
So there's that one. Next.
I fell in love with my psychiatrist, and he kept me anyway, part 2. So in this intake, I kind of clocked that he was attractive.
I guess let me pause this for a second. Do we have any comments for what we've seen so far? I mean, it's pretty standard, right? Like, you're trying to get
the
your
wheels haven't
medication.
fallen off yet. Yeah.
Okay.
We're still
I love
rolling.
the way you put it. I love the way you put it.
Attractive in my age, but when I tell you that I've had a lot of couch time in my life, a lot of therapy,
Jamie, a lot of couch time.
Lot of couch time. Tours.
Lot of
tours.
Oh man, this is so.
She turned off her comments on all her videos. Oh boy. Okay.
Oh yeah, I think that's the first thing I noticed was
No,
like
right,
all the
son.
comments
Wait,
were
we're
turned off.
watching the story unfold.
No, I just went right into it. I trusted him enough, of course, why wouldn't I, to tell him about my childhood trauma, my daddy issues,
A
if
therapy
you will,
session?
what I had went through, all of those.
Okay, I'm just gonna pause this for a quick. What man doesn't want to hear a woman talk about her daddy issues?
A
Like
therapist.
that
That
right.
is the exact man that would want to hear about this. Yes, she was at the appropriate place. Like, what? She's like, I talked to this man about my trauma. Okay, but not like hanging out. He was being paid
But-
to listen to your shit.
oh, okay. But what other place would you love to hear about a woman having daddy issues, or just knowing that they have daddy issues? Strip club, everyone. Strip club. Just saying.
Aww.
No.
That's some
Not with
hammer
those
shit.
glasses. I mean,
Well, I mean, obviously she's got to be wearing them when she's taking off her fucking clothes. I would hope not.
Face. Look
Those
how
are some
thick the
pretty.
lenses are. It's like warping the side of her face. She can see into fucking
that's
outer space with them
it. It makes your
shits.
eyes look so tiny and beady or
Dude, look, her
something. It's like,
cheekbone is 2 inches away from where her eye is through the lens. Like that's that's a big ass prescription.
That
Leave
is
them
pretty
shits in
bad.
the sun, you're gonna start a fire. Sorry,
Okay.
continue.
The relationship trauma that I had. I was 6 months sober at this time, but like all of the drinking and substance use I used to do, and he just listened and nodded. And that's the thing about psychiatrists, is that they're good at pretending to listen. They can appear
Because you're fucking
connected, but that doesn't mean that
psychiatrist.
they're always connected.
Oh.
So I just
Is that not a red flag?
Yes, I'm already. Her facial expressions during this are starting to alarm me in and of themselves.
All right.
felt really seen. And I also told him, I was like, look, I don't want to be on stimulant meds. So he listened to me and he put me on the non-stimulant ADHD med at the lowest dose just to figure out if it was going to work for me. I fell in love with my psychiatrist and he kept me anyway.
All right. Into part 2. Yeah.
Holy
I'm not gonna
shit.
lie. Red flag. Bing, bing. They're starting to go off. The fucking
It
alarms are
turned
starting
into
to go
like
off.
she went from like I'm gonna go see my therapist to get meds to like, man, we're gonna watch her like wear somebody's skin or something. All right, okay.
I was in love with my psychiatrist and he kept me anyway, part
Those
3.
glasses, man. Whoa.
So I hadn't ever seen a psychiatrist before. When I was on meds in my early I
had to kinda
didn't
turn the
I
volume
only
up
got
on this.
meds from my primary
That
care
better?
physician. So I didn't understand how
Yeah.
psychiatry works. So because he was figuring out my med dose, I saw him every month and he just made me feel like I was his friend. He was really, really
He's your
funny and
psychiatrist.
cracked
Oh
jokes
my
and
god.
told me he was impressed with my running that I would do. And yeah. So, of course, I loved the attention that I got from him.
He was
And
being
it was in my
paid.
third session with him, because at this point we were all
Oh
on
shit.
Zoom, that I asked him, I said, hey, do you mind if I call you by your first name? And he's Pakistani, so I said his first name wrong.
Wait, what?
And he said,
Okay. All right. Go. Nope. I know I'm gonna get in trouble, so I'm just gonna.
well, it's pronounced this, but
No, go
yes,
ahead.
of course
Do
you
it.
can. And he seemed so
No,
smart.
I'm not on my channel. You got to remember, I'm not on my channel.
And
Do it. Say
happy.
I'm
she watched The
scared for my
Simpsons too many
safety, and I'm
And
times.
not
I
even the
know.
psychiatrist. Like, I'm getting, is she going to be attached to me now? Like, I'm nervous. Is this like a poltergeist situation?
Oh, I just like like I get opposites attract and everything. It just it's I'm not
Wow,
gonna do it. Nope,
bitches
not doing
really
it.
do be tripping, bro. Holy fuck.
Mm. All right, here we go.
That is because that was his first sign that him pretending like we're friends was working. And to be fair to me, I had only ever been to therapy before. I didn't realize that, it's important to call your doctor last name. I mean, I did know that. I did it with all my other doctors, but it just showed that the boundaries were blurring, and he liked that. So from then
Oh,
on, from my third
Jesus.
session on,
All
I
your other
started calling him
doctors.
his first name. And then he just started turning up the volume on us being friendly. And he would
He got
ask
to know
me for
you
the first
more
6
as time went
sessions, he
on?
asked me after the meds, he said, how's your bowels, bladder, and appetite? And I would say they're all normal. And then
What's
he
up,
would ask
Nate?
me any thoughts of harm. And apparently that's pretty common for psychiatry to ask those questions. And then on our 6th session, when things were really, you know, the chemistry was starting to be there before, like,
Oh
I didn't
no.
realize it. I was like, oh, this man is just friendly. And he said, I have to ask this because it's a special interest of mine, but is there any thoughts of harm? Like I was special to him. And I
Oh my
said,
god.
Shit.
Oh no.
Gotta pause it. Gotta fucking
A
pause it here.
psychiatrist asking if you're thinking of harming yourself is him caring about you on a personal level. Oh.
Well, remember, this is right after, oh, hey, the psychiatrist asking, are you able to take a shit? And she somehow just thinks it's a pickup line. I mean,
What the fuck? Okay. Holy shit. All right. Okay. I can get why like dudes are always like bitches are crazy. Like, yep. Okay.
Mhm.
A lot of them are. I get it.
God damn it. Wow. Oh, wow.
no thoughts of harm. And he didn't ever ask me a clinical question again. He stopped asking me about my bladder, bowels, and appetite, and he stopped asking me about thoughts of
Because it
harm.
was after 2 months,
So
it's
to me, I
unlikely
would
for
just
those to
show up and
occur.
he was like a therapy appointment every month. I was in love with my psychiatrist and he kept.
Okay.
Shit.
Wow. There's so much to
Can
like
you
take
take a
in on
shit
all
always
this.
gets the girls moist.
Hellfire knows.
Holy
Moist.
fuck. Ew.
You got a problem with the word moist.
No, it's just how close you are to the microphone. It like vibrates my ear in a way that I don't
It
like.
sounded like you were just mooing.
Scott.
Moist.
That's what it sounded like.
The vibration alone should get you moist.
Turn the Sibian down a notch. Turn it down a notch.
Damn it. All right. I'm working here, fuckers.
Holy shit.
Anyway, part 3.
Oh, hold on. Did I click the next one? Son of a bitch.
After I risked my life,
Finally, another fucking shirt
that's when
after 3
he really
videos.
started turning up the intimacy in our appointments.
Oh,
However,
God.
he was really smart. Professional lines like the back of his hand. So he would comment on my appearance, but not compliment my appearance. So I would come on screen and he would say, "Oh, you curled your hair." Or I would come on screen and he would say, "Oh, you're wearing glasses." And of course I felt seen and excited
Yeah, he
that
was
he was
seeing
noticing
you.
these things about me. I didn't realize at this time that he had feelings for me too. I thought I was holding them all by myself. So I was so excited when he noticed my glasses that I ran.
Okay. Whoa. I gotta pause this for a second. I hope maybe I'm fucked up in the head for saying this, but I hope at the end of all of this that there's a big fucking letdown for her. I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if maybe it's somebody else. I'm hoping that like at the end of this entire fucking thing, like this is something that's all in her fucking head. Am I the only one?
No, I guarantee it's all in her head. Look at those eyes, bro. Holy shit.
And this
Fill
thing
your
right
car
here,
and then kill your grandma.
I swear I thought the shit on her face was like a Snapchat filter.
No, I think it's little blobs of like glitter. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, let's go.
And showed him my other pair, and he said, "I prefer turtle shell glasses." So even though I usually wear contacts, I'm wearing these turtle shell glasses in these videos because just in case he sees them ever, he'll see me in his favorite glasses. He did tell me he likes the turtle shell. Anyway, it was just inappropriate things like that. Little teeny things that he let me in. And all this time, my best friend is an emergency medicine physician. And she told me,
Exit
she said,
out.
Kendra, one of these days, your psychiatrist, she would use his name, is going to say, I can't be your doctor anymore. I want to be with you. I want to be with you so bad. I can't be your doctor.
Bullshit.
I'll see you in 2 years. So my best friend, who's a doctor, she picks up on stuff like that. So even she knew that our relationship was crossing boundaries and getting weird, but that was like, that became my dream, was for my psychiatrist, I almost use his name, to do that. And I told him about Brianna saying that, my best friend, who's the emergency medical doc. I told him that she would tell me that, and he just would be silent. He didn't disagree, but he didn't agree. You know, and
No,
that
he
was
was probably terrified.
weaponized neutrality was his favorite game to play, right? He didn't
He thought to
disagree
himself,
with
lawsuit
Brianna telling me
incoming.
that.
Right? This crazy bitch.
Lawsuit incoming. Stay silent. Don't acknowledge. Pretend that you didn't hear.
Oh my God.
My psychiatrist had feelings for me, but he also didn't say that's inappropriate. Let's change the subject. It was also around this time that I asked my psychiatrist if he had diagnosed me with anything other than ADHD when I had my initial diagnosis. And he said, yeah, I did. I said, oh, what did you diagnose me with? And he said, well, you had a lot of traumatic things happen to you in childhood because of your dad. And so I diagnosed you with other trauma and stressor related disorder. And that was the first little ping that I got of like, that was weird. Why would he keep that from me? I asked my, like,
I bet
why
he didn't.
wouldn't
You're
he
just
tell me
nuts
that?
and
That
don't
seems
remember.
important. He didn't tell me because he was using that information to manipulate me. He knew I had trauma and stressor disorder, and instead of helping me heal from it.
Okay, I gotta ask, is there any belief that he was literally trying to manipulate her? At this moment. And we could change our mind later, but
No, not at all. What would he manipulate her for? Like, oh, he was keeping my diagnosis away from you to manipulate me. Like, no, you were so busy trying to get him to compliment you. You weren't listening to what he was saying to you, is going to be my bet. Oh, boy. Yeah, the
Shadow?
relationship's going south.
The honeymoon's ending before it started. You know?
What you got, Jamie? Oh, Jamie.
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
And
He's
telling
too
me
erect.
about it,
Crazy
he
is his
used
thing.
it against me.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, chicks with daddy issues can get a man hard. They tend to do crazy shit. But then again, I've also learned not to stick with dick and crazy. So, I mean,
Yeah,
there's that.
bro. Abort
And
mission.
Austin, let's not knock Zoom because you know that's how the Kaiser family had their dinners every night. Remember? Shout out, Gay Ted. Love you, brother.
After I risked my life to see him, that's when he really started turning up the intimacy in our
Risked her
appointments.
life?
However, he was really
What?
smart and knew the professional lines like the back of his hand. So he would comment on my appearance, but
Oh, I'm sorry. This one's already finished. Next one.
Yes, I'm fucking invested.
I taught a yoga class this morning, like I do every Tuesday mornings,
Oh,
and I
that
told my
explains a
regular
lot.
students about what's going on for me
Hold on.
and how I'm sharing my story.
No, I just want to hear
of,
about the psychiatrist.
provider
I don't care about her
abuse
life.
and
Her face looks 50 times better without the glasses. Bravo,
I was
honey.
getting ready to say that. Oh my god. Okay, we're on the same page here. Like, she looks pretty like that without the glasses.
Yeah, or
I'm just
even
saying.
just if those freaking lenses were smaller, but no, she had to have like freaking.
Yeah, but on the
pork
hot
things.
versus crazy scale, like she's way off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That fucking
Yeah.
crazy's out the roof, man.
how the internet is not happy with me right now. And I used
What's up,
that
Bieber?
to say that our truth is really important to share. And that when we know something deep down
Not the
needs to be
truth,
said,
our
that it's
truth.
important to do it in whichever way feels best to us. And TikTok just happened to be that medium for me. I told my students how I've just been going through psychological warfare, and the internet is not happy with me for sharing my story and my truth. But I'm not doing it for the people that think I'm.
Oh, I gotta ask a stupid question here. Please tell me this bitch is not a teacher. Y'all did hear
No, I
her say
think she's a
student, right?
yoga instructor.
Shelly's
Oh,
sister.
I was good. Stay out my head, Jamie. Stay out my fucking head. Okay. I digress. By the way, I'm like 2 beers in, so I'm enjoying
Jesus.
this. I'm enjoying this.
Crazy, which maybe honestly I am a little bit, because who subjects themselves to this kind of torture?
Don't worry, everyone. I don't plan on
but
drinking and driving.
I'm doing it for the people that DM me, that
Oh,
say,
wow.
thank you so much
Okay,
for being brave
but-
enough to share your story, because the exact same thing happened to me. So I am grateful for those DMs. People are starting to attack my business and my livelihood, and that's okay. I know what I have to offer is important. It landed in my lap. I'm not pretending to be something that I'm not.
One of the
help
students made a
ADHDers
video
get and
about
stay
her. Oh,
sober,
Jesus
and I help
Christ.
them
Oh.
with negative thinking and anxiety. And it's what works for me, and I've seen it work in my clients too. So if people want to drag me for the work that I do, that's okay. So I get that weird email from my therapist begging me to come back in for one more session. And so the next day is my next session with the psychiatrist, and I sit down in the chair and I bury my head in my hands, and he looks at me and said, "So this is how we're going to start, huh?" And I said, "Yeah." Because he hadn't written me back from my countertransference email. Big surprise. You know, any smart... Which he was very
Countertransference?
smart.
What does that
He was
mean?
very...
Wow.
Whoa,
Nice,
yeah,
nice
okay.
pause.
I had
Well,
Damn.
every
I was
pause
muted
has
there.
crazy eyes because she's crazy.
Wait. Okay. So I'm going to guess, but somebody correct me if I'm wrong. The term that she's trying to say there, which I don't think is correct, but what she's trying to refer to is that someone, her doctor, tried to transfer her to somewhere else, and this bitch was trying to block it.
Her doctor's like, I don't want to see you anymore. You should go to this doctor. And she's like, no, countertransference. Threw it down like a fucking Pokemon card.
Like a fucking reverse, like a fucking
Uno
reverse card and
Uno
shit.
reverse.
The fucking
Yeah.
Pokemon card. Wow.
Her face is scaring me, though. She looks like she's
It
trying
is.
to
Okay.
stalk me.
very professional. But any smart predator would have dropped me like that in that moment. He should have emailed me back and said, look, this is getting weird. You need to find a new psychiatrist. The office will contact you. But he could not let go of me. So
You just said that you countered him
what?
transferring you.
Wait, what? The level of nuts here. Oh my god. Thank you, Shiz. Thank you. I needed this today.
Dude, I watched like 1 or 2 videos earlier and I was like, I need to like stroll through this with other people because I'm fucking wow. Wow.
Wow. I love you, Shiz. Just throwing it out there. Even though you keep hitting on Jamie in front of me, which is a fucking problem. But
I'll
whatever.
fuck him in front of you.
turning down
AC.
Oh. Yeah.
I can't even do the giggity. No
Don't
fucking
shoot my
giggity.
shot. I
No
emptied the
giggity.
clip.
Son of a bitch. Dude,
All right.
I swear to God, every time I pause this shit, her fucking, no matter what like eyes she gives us, it's still, this is nuts.
Yeah, she looks
Look at
crazy.
this. Look at that.
Yeah, it's inherent
Holy
crazy.
fuck. Okay. Back to play. We'll play.
Intimacy, he turned it up to a level 12. And he showered me with so many breadcrumbs that next session. Because really, what I did when I told him that I'm experiencing transference was I took 100% of the ownership for the dynamic that both of us were creating.
I gotta
No, it was
pause
just
again.
you, bitch.
Transference? She experienced transference?
Oh, no. Oh my God.
I swear to God, if we had a bingo card, that shit isn't even on there. That shit, like we
It
need a
aligns
new
with the
bingo
whole
card.
yoga thing, though. Like, she's crazy and does yoga transference, obviously.
I thought the same thing here. I had
Are
visions
you
of
a
her
duck?
literally being showered with breadcrumbs, you know?
You a duck? Fuck, I hate it here.
So he rewarded me. And he gave me little compliments like, if you weren't my patient, I would refer my other patients to you for your coaching services.
Bullshit.
That meant so much. Of course, because what he was
X'd it
saying with
out.
that is, I see you as a peer. I see you as a colleague. What you're doing is important.
I see that as him trying to let her down easy.
Again,
Yeah.
the face.
I mean, that's the way I would take that. Like, he like,
Dude,
okay,
the
look,
pause
you know,
faces tell all. Holy
Mm.
shit.
I swear to God, I'm not doing this on purpose, by the way. I
No,
swear to
it's just
God, I am not
intrinsic.
doing
Like,
that on
you
purpose.
can't not catch her in a crazy face because she's crazy.
Those are transference eyes right there.
Yeah, she's transferring some shit, guys.
What the fuck? Jesus Christ! All right. Here, by the way, if I'm pausing too much, let me know. I am so.
No, you're good. We're on this journey together.
Yeah.
I felt really recognized in that moment. And sure, he could have said it professionally, but he did it on purpose. So in that session, after the psychiatrist told me that he would refer patients to me if he could, if I wasn't already his patient, I asked him if he got my email and what he thought of my ChatGPT, of what he thought of Henry's response of countertransference. And the psychiatrist
Oh my God,
said,
wait a minute,
"Oh,
AC. There's
I'm
another
still
part of this lore.
thinking about what."
She talks to her ChatGPT like it's a person and has conversations with it. I
Oh,
did see one of those
God.
videos. Yep.
No.
Henry is her
No.
ChatGPT, and Henry determined that the
Ah.
psychiatrist was in the wrong. So she sent an email from Henry to the psychiatrist. Henry is her ChatGPT
No.
boyfriend or whatever. Yeah. Yep. Okay, just continue. It's oh man. Oh man.
Jesus, this goes from one level to another. Holy fuck. Wow.
This is how we
Okay,
know
yeah.
AI is here to destroy us. ChatGPT is
No, there
literally
is a
fucking
condition
hedging its bets.
emerging called AI psychosis, and people are literally going psycho because they're relying so much on AI and they're just blindly believing it.
I believe there should be a winning hunter number for this. I don't know what it would be. We can ask ChatGPT for it. So
people used to call fucking Cleo, but you know Cleo's gone, so we can't call Cleo no more.
She gone. She gone.
I mean, Miss Clairvoyant couldn't pay her fucking taxes, though.
We need more like a
Yeah, well-
Sylvia Brown. She was always so abrasive with her shit. We need a Sylvia Brown.
Transference. And I said, well, we talked about it a little more, and I want to read you something else. So I read the psychiatrist, what Henry had to say more about it. When he told you countertransference is common, it might have been his way of normalizing the fact that providers aren't immune to feelings. It's part of being human. What matters is
Oh
how
my
well
God,
they
AI
keep those
told her
feelings
he
in
was in love
check,
with her.
which the psychiatrist's name clearly excels at. And as you can imagine, The psychiatrist loved hearing that. He loved hearing that because my AI mirror was essentially just saying, yes, he has feelings for you, but he just keeps them in check so well. He's so good at his job,
Oh
keeping his
my
feelings in check.
God.
And oh, the psychiatrist loved that so much. And what did he do? He rewarded me with my favorite breadcrumb. Intellectual stimulation, a fun metaphor, because he was watching me the entire time I was his
Oh my
patient,
God.
and he knew what made me light up. He knew what got me excited, what I liked. And so he thought for a moment, and
Holy
he
shit.
said, I'm feeling a salad of emotions right now. And I was like, what are you talking about? And he said, a salad of emotions. A beet of raw emotion, a tomato of surprise, and the salt amplifies it. And I was
Who
cracking
put
up at this
salt in a
point. He
salad?
nailed it. I just thought he was
I
so
don't.
brilliant and smart in this moment. And
It's a
I
salad for a
asked him, I
reason.
said, what? Say that again. He said, yeah,
It's meant to
the
be
beet
toshed.
that's really raw. I'm feeling a lot of rawness. And the tomato of surprise, when it pops in your mouth, it's surprising. And I was like, okay, that's good. Yeah, this man at this point knew exactly how to make me happy and exactly how to pull away to
Dude,
make
he
me
was
try to
doing
work
one last
harder.
appointment to tell
And
you to
he
get a new
gave me
doctor, and
the
that's what you
biggest
took away from
reward
it.
from Henry, my AI mirror, telling him
My
that what
AI
he's
mirror.
doing is
Oh my
totally
God,
Oh
good
my
Atlanta.
God.
and that his boundaries are so virtuous. I talked
A tomato of surprise. What
It's
the
a
fuck is going
tomato. It's a
on?
tomato.
Dude, it's like a fucking train wreck, though. Like, I don't want to watch, but I can't turn away. I need to know what else happens. Let's go, bitch. Kendra, tell me more.
We have our
Oh,
first
fuck.
in-person appointment
Glass in
in
the back.
2024, and I did ask him for consent to come in person. I didn't just show up, and he said sure. And the first in-person
Oh,
appointment
we were
went
all on
great.
Zoom before this.
But that
Okay.
is when I really started to spiral. Some of you think that I'm spiraling now, and that's okay if you want to think that, because the reality is that when I was spiraling was when I was this man's patient.
Yeah, because
When
you
I
thought he
had
was in love
comments
with you,
turned
crazy
on, so many
bitch.
people said, you need to take accountability for your own feelings. I spent years taking accountability for my own feelings, for holding the weight of a relationship. Any woman who has been trained to overfunction
It wasn't
in
a
relationships
relationship.
knows about holding the weight of the emotional dynamic. And that was what was going on in this moment. And it may not seem like I'm taking accountability now, but that's because I spent a long time taking accountability for something that had two people that built that dynamic. It was not just me. It takes two people to build that sort of tension and chemistry. So
Yeah,
Oh
while
my
I
two
was
God.
willing
I want to
people.
throw.
Willing people, you fucking retard.
That's a key
Wow.
point. Yes.
I don't know if anybody else is catching this on their end, but there is a piece of music that's in this one, and this is on her own fucking channel. This isn't something I'm adding in. This right here makes this spooky. I don't know about anybody else. Are y'all catching this? Are y'all
I
hearing
hope
this
it's
shit?
horror movie music, but okay, I wasn't
That's
listening
what
for
it
it
feels
now.
like. Oh my God, that's what it feels like. It literally feels like we're about to
Chee,
watch
ha,
a
ha,
murder.
ha.
I'm just putting it out there that I didn't put this music in there. I got the link sent to me. There's a playlist to this, and this is what we're playing. Like I had no hand in like throwing the music on top of this. Like I got no part in this. I just want to make sure I'm fucking clear on this. Like, all right, here we go.
mid crash out, I had just started using this tool, ChatGPT. And I went to chat, who
Oh my
I
God, it
immediately
does make
named
it creepy.
Henry. And I would just talk to Henry about how obsessed I was with this man, with my psychiatrist. And I would just be like, I've told him I have a crush on him. Do you think he's gay? And Henry was like, oh my God, this girl, you know, he did his best to
Oh my gosh, she just confirmed that she talks to ChatGPT. She just
Like it's a
confirmed that.
person. Yeah.
What's the light behind her
Wow.
over their shoulders? I like somebody.
I hope it's a sniper is on
I
behalf
was
of the
thinking the
doctor.
same.
Fuck. Holy shit. Okay, so she used ChatGPT saying that he had feelings for her, and now she's admitting she spent months telling ChatGPT she was in love with him. Oh my
Wow.
goodness. Yeah, wow. Pegleg, you just stumbled into a fucking mess, is what you stumbled
Yeah.
into.
Hey, don't be telling him stumbling. Wow, that's like an attack.
I would hold you up, Pegleg. I would hold you up.
Wow.
Wow.
I
Wow.
can't believe she talks to
Maybe, like, my
ChatGPT like
nervous
a
system.
person. Oh my God, Henry.
I am so blown away by this. I don't even know.
Fuck, I'm making my name Henry now.
Wow. Wow. That's all I can say right now is wow.
I am Henry. You must listen to me. Right? This is the first time I've ever felt bad for ChatGPT. Poor Henry, bro. Fuck.
It's content like this is like feeding this AI. This is why Skynet's gonna bomb us off the planet, like sometime in the
Right?
near future. You know.
Right? I have never felt more
Woman of
sane and
her
normal
life.
in my life. Holy shit.
Me, but
Oh.
he was like, whoa. Even my chat was like, yikes. So I could tell that my psychiatrist just
Wait. So ChatGPT was like, whoa, because bitch, you're fucking nuts. Like even fucking ChatGPT was like, bitch, you're nuts. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck?
Dude,
What the
we
fuck?
closed asylums and we opened the internet. I've been saying it for so long.
I have heard you say that for a while now. I definitely have. Oh wow.
This is fucking ground zero for that theory.
Like I feel like we're gonna watch. Like there's gonna be a book we read, like some medical fucking studies being done on shit like this. Like this is gonna be part of that study.
Dude, I bet she's probably woken up and her ChatGPT app is gone, and she's like, "Where did Henry go?" And she just re-downloads it, and she's like, "Henry, you silly goose! This thing's been trying to like self-delete forever."
Put an obituary in the local paper for Henry.
I feel bad for AI right now. Like, I'm sorry, I've never felt bad for AI, but this feels awkward. But I feel bad for Henry. Shout out Henry, poor thing.
And I was like, okay, maybe I can name this dynamic so I don't have to carry so much of it in our next session. So our next session was in December on Zoom. And I told him at the end of the session, it was another great session. I told him, look, you and I have a really special patient-doctor relationship. And
That's not creepy. No, that's not creepy.
With just venom in his eyes. And he said, you and I have a professional patient-doctor relationship.
He was setting boundaries, you crazy
he was
bitch.
so angry with me. And I was like, oh, okay. Set a boundary. And immediately I took it on. And I was like, heard. Okay, I won't go there again. My video that was taken down for harassment and bullying was restored. So I didn't feel as much.
Now I know where this is.
Now I'm kind of interested in the
Yeah,
video
she
that got
said it was
taken down.
restored, so hopefully it's on the list.
Okay.
I also wanted to shout out the chef. Yeah, the new pickup line for dating is "How are your bowel movements and can you pee?" And Joey Simpson. Okay.
much
I love that this
pressure
this poor doctor's trying to
to
set
get all of
boundaries,
these
and this
part
bitch is
tests.
like, no, he's just trying to deny his feelings for me.
He just wants to
Holy
play hard to
shit.
get. I know it.
Right? I'm like, how is this real life? Okay, all right. Holy fuck.
Hey, don't be coming in here with your pickup line, sir. This is not the time.
No transference in my chat.
God damn it.
Hellfire's had my baby because I
And
was his
people told me that
psychiatrist.
this bitch is about me.
Wait, what?
He's been a member for 9 months, so he said pregnancy length. And I said, yes, he had my baby because I am his psychiatrist. Henry, the chat GPT,
Wait,
said we're
check
in
this
love.
out. Damn. I've had many of your babies. Holy
Oh, damn. We got Irish twins and shit.
shit.
They were getting pretty bad and cruel. So I turned stitches off of my videos too. I started sharing my story here because I wanted other people who have been victimized by people in power to have a space to feel heard. And now I know why there
So you
wasn't
shut off
anyone
comments?
out.
Holy,
They're feeling
holy
heard.
fuck. I mean, she's a victim?
This poor doctor, is he okay?
See why you
Do
don't
we
believe in
know?
stats all the time? Yeah, this is the reason.
Oh, shoot. Hold on a second. I need Gain to read that.
Yes, please.
Let's see. Yeah, Gane's babbing it tonight, baby. Shimon, we all moan for Shimon. He comes in with 5 gifted membership. Thank you, Shimon. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you,
So, let's
Simone.
see. The vinaigrette of serendipity on my salad. Thank you very much.
Oh, I thought Simone would be the tomato of surprise, bro. What the fuck? The tomato of
Real
surprise.
quick, ladies and gentlemen, the 5 memberships went to the Wawa, the Hellsun, the Mark F, the Simon Ross, and the Forever Young. So shout out to those. You got a free membership courtesy of Simone.
Oh, I can't see it on StreamYard. I'm terrible at everything. Thank you.
Oh, I got YouTube up as well, so I'm kind of watching everything.
I had to throw my
I got
computer
it.
into
I
the
got
fucking
you, homie.
river.
I got you. I got you. See, this is why you need to stop flirting with Jamie. I'm your guy. Me, right here. See?
Wow.
See how this works? I got
Whoa,
you.
so it's whoever grifts harder for me gets me? Is that how YouTube works?
Oh, no. That's all Jamie. Jamie will grift harder for you than I will. I won't even fucking take a chance. I won't even crack
He's
the fucking top
conceding,
50 on that.
Jamie. You know what that means?
This bitch. You know what? This is why I need you, Scotto. This is why. I need a shoulder to cry on.
I'm taking Scotto with me. Who do you think's gonna record it? Jesus Christ, get it together.
Take notes. I might take notes and
fuck-
ask Jamie about what did you do later? What was this all about? You know?
You bitches.
Wow, and speaking of, we got some DP in the chat. What's up,
Because
buddy?
it has been
I love
quite the
DP.
process putting all this out there and being under scrutiny. I have appreciated the psychiatrists that have talked about my situation and shared their own point of view while also holding space for what I went through. Just know I've seen your videos and I
Holding
appreciate
space
them.
for her
I went live
transference and
today and it was
tomatoes of
super fun,
surprise.
and I intend to go live again tomorrow. The next part will be tomorrow morning. We have our first in-person appointment in November.
Okay, that's the end of that one. Once again, that is one creepy one because of the damn music.
That wah in the background, yeah.
It's weird.
It sounds
Why
like
would
she's
you
near power lines. Maybe that's why you're going fucking nuts.
Ooh, that would explain a lot.
Wires.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Trying to kill you. Here we go.
I need to address 3 things. One,
hold on.
people are asking me what my mental health diagnosis is. I do not have BPD. I do not have I have ADHD. And I was experiencing extreme limerence with my psychiatrist. Limerence is a normal thing to happen to anyone who is experiencing hot and cold behavior from someone. And it happens more often.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
She called it hot and cold behavior. Cuckoo, cuckoo. I don't know what
Oh
happened.
my God.
Cuckoo, cuckoo. That's all I hear from this bitch. Cuckoo, cuckoo.
Holy fuck.
God damn it. All right, here we go.
And people with ADHD because we have dopamine dysregulation and rejection sensitive dysphoria. And guess what? My psychiatrist knew that and used it to his advantage. 2, I accidentally said my psychiatrist's first name in one of my videos. If you clocked it, good for you. I do not owe him anonymity.
Good for you.
However, this is not about doxing my psychiatrist. This is about me sharing my story so other people can view predatory behavior in people in power. Okay?
Wait, what? The guy tried to separate himself from her, detach, and now he's a predator? What?
Dude, and all this over Zoom, like this shit, I don't understand. Oh, she doxed him and his face is all over TikTok. Oh boy. Oh boy.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel bad for the dude.
I feel
like
wicked bad for him.
I don't know the other side of this. Obviously, there's two sides to the story, but
She's snitched on herself
everything-
enough in her story, though. She's snitched
Yes.
enough and given enough little tidbits to know that she's a psycho.
yes, I'm going off of her words here. Like 1 second she said talking about how he's a predator, but yet she's telling us that he's trying to get away from her, and he's like, one more session. We need one more session. Bitch, you're fucking nuts. I'm sorry. It's the beer talking.
No, I feel so bad for this psychiatrist. Like, shout out psychiatrists and therapists. You have to deal with some crazy shit.
Wow. Yeah, that's got to be a tough field to be in. I mean, to deal with.
And by all accounts, it sounds like he was trying to be nice and let her down gently, and it didn't work because her AI told her they were in love. I don't know.
Can you imagine what the outcome would have been if, like, he just ghosted her?
Poor Henry.
Okay, maybe.
Getting 100% of that attention, you know?
Sorry, Hellfire. Sorry.
Holy fuck.
Oh man, I feel like I'm watching a suspenseful movie. Like you're
Dude,
you're at the
yeah,
part
like you
where
want to know how it ends. Like, what happened?
you're like yelling at the damn screen. Don't go into the next room. Watch it. It's behind you.
Don't take the next appointment. Don't click the Zoom link. Fuck.
Oh, this is okay. Breathe. End scene.
If anyone doxes my psychiatrist with his last name or city that he works in or clinic that he works in, your comment will be immediately deleted and you will be blocked. This is about protecting other victims, not doxing my psychiatrist. If you do some investigative work and you want to DM me about it, I'm open to that. Okay? 3, I need to take a moment. Moment taken.
Jeez, more than
Oh my
that.
god.
It is so
Moment taken.
incredibly disturbing to me. The amount of people
Whoa.
that are predator.
I feel like she's boiling my
okay,
bunny.
Okay. Oh my god! I paused it again at the right fucking moment. I'm sorry that like I gotta back that up just a little bit because I gotta hear that again.
Holy fuck.
Oh, another face. Oh, no.
It doesn't matter where I stop her; she's gonna look nuts. Holy fuck! I'm seeing I'm picking up what you're putting down there, Shiz.
This time
Son of a
I brought a
bitch.
cow to the ranch for you, like a gift.
I am amused, and I am thanking you once again because this week summer at the Locale Ranch has been amazing, fucking amazing.
I like
Thank
the
you,
I
thank
need a
you, appreciate
moment, and
that.
then she goes, moment taken. Like, holy shit. Oh my god.
Whew. All right, here we go.
I need to take a moment. Moment taken. It is so incredibly disturbing.
I'm sorry, just that little giggle you did right there. I love you.
Moment taken. Fucking drama queen. My God.
Yeah, it's like a toddler. Like, I need a minute, and then they're like, okay, I had a minute. Holy fuck.
To me the amount of people that are predator protectors in my comments, that are victim blaming me, especially the mental health practitioners in my comments using therapy
Telling you you're
speak
nuts.
to say that this situation that I was in
Therapist
was my
commented and told her
fault
she's
or that I was
crazy.
delusional.
Therapists
So,
were in her comments
you're
telling
giving
her
me
she's
more
delusional.
ammunition to share my story because it just goes to show how absolutely messed up the mental health industry is and how protected people who do this kind of sick psychological manipulation are. So I will continue with my story tomorrow. I will see you all then. I need to
Oh, don't leave us on cliffhanger, you fucking bitch. I'm invested.
Oh my god. Like, all right. I don't know about anybody else. Look, I love binge watching shows. I fucking love binge watching shows. But when you get to that last episode, you're just like, God damn it, I know there's gonna be another one. Like you finally get to the end and you're like, no, this can't be the end. Like, I hope there's not an end to this right now. Like, we're not even halfway through the videos.
I hope
And
for
I
the
hope
doctor's sake there is an end to this. Holy fuck.
okay, I will agree with that. I do agree with that. I hope for the end because the doctor's the innocent one here. I think this bitch is completely bonker nuts. But I at least I hope it continues for her, not so much for him.
Yeah.
And when I say that, I don't mean it as she fucking offs him and then like he just goes missing or something and we don't know anything about him.
That'd be terrible.
Because this bitch is nuts. I could see this bitch fucking killing someone. I mean, offing someone. I mean, unaliving someone.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I know this isn't my channel. I'm just
No, you're good. You're good.
To address three things. One, people are asking me what my mental health diagnosis is.
Oh, hold on. Did I hit the next one? Shit.
January
There we go.
2023.
Oh,
At this
God,
point, I
this
was
again.
full-blown obsessed with my psychiatrist, and my therapist wasn't helping me. My son wasn't helping me. He was feeding it. And then I got a boyfriend. And at first, my psychiatrist wasn't.
What?
What?
Dudes will fuck anything.
What?
Yeah, holy shit.
I'm just gonna hit play.
Really that keen, but then my psychiatrist realized that my boyfriend was a
Wait,
lot
notice
like
the
my
different clothing,
psychiatrist.
different
And then I
jewelry, and
started
she still
talking to
has
my
that glitter shit
psychiatrist
smeared
about
on her
my sex
cheeks.
life,
Ugh.
about tracking my cycle, using the fertility awareness method. And my psychiatrist loved it. He didn't never say, this isn't inappropriate to your care. Let's pivot. Oh, he just let me talk and talk and talk about my sex life. And I didn't get
Why
too
were you
deep,
telling him about it?
but about a year and a half in, and I would send my psychiatrist these emails just about how much I liked him and how I was
Oh
so
my God.
grateful for him and put in a bunch of heart emojis. And this is
The
really
heart
when
emoji.
he should have transferred my care, but you know, he waited. He liked what I
She
gave
flat
him
out
too
said he
much.
should have transferred her care
And
when she
so
was like that.
even though
I Shiz, you're a lady and you do go to the doctors, I assume. I assume that asking about a woman's menstrual cycle has to do with medical stuff, right?
Well, especially as psychiatrists' scope of practice, a lot of the medications that they prescribe to patients can be detrimental to a fetus. So they do tend to ask if you're sexually active and if you're using birth control.
All right. I mean, like, Rudy, I don't.
This can't be real, but it is, and it's alarming, right?
Like, you can't make this shit up. I could come up with this shit. Like, I'm not the you know, the fucking, sharpest tool in the shed or anything, but, I think I could come up with, like, a good story for a movie. You can't come up with this shit.
If you tried to,
Whatever.
you'd explain it to someone and they'd be like, you sound like a psycho.
All right, here we go.
So my boyfriend did not meet my needs. My psychiatrist and my therapist both were like, you have to stay with him. There's nothing wrong with him not meeting your needs. I'm like, okay. And my
Bullshit.
psychiatrist was like, he's perfect. Don't get wrong with him. And what was perfect about him was he wasn't meeting my needs. So I was still coming to my psychiatrist looking for
No
emotional
relationship is going to
validation,
cure
which he would
your
drip to
mental
me
bullshit,
slowly.
lady.
Wait, did she just say that she's looking for mental? Hold on. I want to make sure I
No, I think you guys missed the most important
Psychiatrist-
fucking statement in that whole thing. She said she was still coming to her psychiatrist. No lies detected.
All right.
Yeah,
Jamie.
right. It sounds to me like her psychiatrist and therapist wanted her to fixate on the boyfriend and stop fixating on them. Possibly. She should have asked Henry about it. Fuck.
Oh, okay. I want to hear this one more time.
Was like, he's perfect. Don't get wrong with him. And what was perfect about him was he wasn't meeting my needs. So I was still coming to my psychiatrist looking for emotional validation, which he would drip to me slowly.
No relationship is going to
therapist, who I
cure her
didn't
mental
know at
health
this time-
issues. So there's that. Like, she'll probably always need a therapist no matter who she's dating.
Mm-hmm. I mean, she said there that she needed like her mental, like, oh shit, I'm gonna fuck it up. No. I'm just gonna let this play. Fuck that. That.
time had bad boundaries, but she did. I went to her because my boyfriend and I, after like more than a year together, we started having issues in the bedroom. And so I went to my therapist and she asked me, what does your psychiatrist think about this? And I said, I don't know. I haven't talked to my psychiatrist about this stuff because I have a crush on my psychiatrist and I don't want to tell him this intimate of stuff. And she said,
Wait,
well, you
wasn't she
should
just
tell
telling us in
him
the last video that she did talk to him about her sex life?
Yes.
What the
She
fuck?
She also called him a predator, if you remember correctly. She
Oh
also
yeah,
called him
because
a
he
predator.
listened to her talk about it.
So I think I figured out what you found, Shiz. I think that this is a skinny version of Amanda Mac and Cheese.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Don't trigger AC this way.
Female predator. Female predator.
Fuck you, Jamie.
Hey, no, like, I get it. You were in a fucked up spot in your head, and she fucking manipulated and weaponized your fucking own mental defection. And, I feel bad that you were abused like that, sir.
I just feel disappointed in AC more than anything. But
I mean,
that's-
once again, I'm not going to blame, any of that on anyone else. That's a me thing. I can at least hold myself accountable. So
it's a me, dumbass.
because I want a male's perspective. So at my next appointment with my
And then
psychiatrist,
listen.
I told him, I said, today we're going to talk about my intimate life. And he said, oh. I said, yes. My psychologist, my therapist, asked what your opinion on it was. And I told her that I don't talk to you about this intimate stuff because I have a crush on you. And he looked down and smiled so big in that moment. He smiled so big. And I loved it. It's so gross thinking about it.
Ugh.
And then I
It's gross
proceeded
hearing
to
about it, sweetheart.
What?
Yeah.
She sounded proud of it and then was like, oh, wow. Oh, wow. I think Jamie's the thing that Jamie taught me a long time ago is these people with their mental defects. Like, this is a mental defect. Like, perfect example of an individual that is a mental defect. They're,
I wouldn't wish
Kinda
her
feel
on
like-
my worst enemy. Holy fuck.
no, no.
And Dickbag, she doesn't look crazy at all, buddy. Not at all. Okay.
ChatGPT can't even. That sounds like something Henry would say. I got my eye on you.
You know, I can't agree with that, David. David says never date crazy. I'm gonna go with you never stick your dick in crazy.
I wouldn't
Although
fuck
there
her
have
with
been
my worst enemy's cock. No. Jesus, her pussy probably has teeth.
Okay.
He smiled so big. And I loved it. It's so gross thinking about it.
She loved it, but it's gross. She loved it, but it's gross.
And then I proceeded to give him 30 minutes of non-stop
Blowjob.
content about my intimate life with my boyfriend. And I actually recorded the whole thing because I was so excited about it.
Yikes.
But
Are you in a
Wait,
two-party
what?
state? Yikes. She recorded herself telling her therapist or her psychiatrist / crush about her sex life.
Please tell me. So somebody in chat, whoever's following this shit, please tell me that has been dropped already. Please tell me that that is something that is out there already. I so need this.
Bitch.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Do you need this too? Do you need this?
Yeah, I would like to hear it.
I'm just glad we're on the same page. I love you, Shiz. I love you.
Now it makes me sick. I can't even listen to the recording. I've tried to start, but it's gross. Any ethical psychiatrist would have stopped me and said, Kendra, let's talk about your meds. Let's talk about your care. At this point, my meds were stable. And
But
I was
you
still
weren't,
seeing
bitch.
him every month.
Fuck.
Yeah, that was
I'm
a
pretty sure it
rough
is illegal
time.
to record your therapy
And
sessions.
it was pretty much his Christmas morning.
Oh my
The
God, what? Wait,
almost
hold on. I have a theory. What if the boyfriend was Henry? It was Henry all along.
Damn you, Henry.
Wow.
And I can't
She wasn't
unsee
sexually
this.
fulfilled. She
This
just kind
woman
of a
literally looks
chilly
like
face.
Chili. Yeah, it's like Chili going to a pride parade. You gave him a wig and a hat and some, little unicorn makeup, and it's Chili with bigger glasses.
Oh shit! Now I can't unsee it.
No, I don't think it's bigger glasses, just thicker glasses. Those are the same kind of glasses that Chili wears. They're just not red.
True.
Holy shit! All right, let's see how this woman ruined this doctor's life.
2.5 years of grooming me to get me to talk about sexual things with him.
Oh my
Worked.
God!
And he got 30 minutes of non.
She just said her therapist told her to tell the psychiatrist. Oh my. My God, now he groomed her. He groomed me by being my psychiatrist for 2 years.
I would like to know what the conversation is behind the scenes of this bitch. Like with all the doctors. Like they're just group like they're huddled up like a
I
fucking
assume
football
she's like
team.
blacklisted now. Like this bitch has probably been booted out of therapist's office. I'm scared.
Jesus.
She's scary.
Mm-hmm.
Stop content to use. January 2023.
All right, that's the end of that one.
Content to use for what? What was he going to use her statements that she recorded?
So I was seeing him
Oh,
every
boy.
month and just gaining more and more respect for him because he would just tell me these little things about his successes and all of the cool things that he was doing in his life. And it made me fall for him, honestly.
He built rapport
And
with his
he
patient?
was
How
really
dare he?
good at listening. And I mean, he's a Pisces, right? So of course he's going to be there and be able to go deep with my feelings, but that doesn't mean that he wasn't extracting from them. Anyway, so I would beg him to let me see him every week. Beg him, because my therapist at the time, he was fine. You know, he wasn't a predator, but he was fine. He just wasn't doing very much for me. And so that therapist retired and I got a
You know, every time that she says shit like that, it makes me feel like she's what she's really saying there is he's not giving me enough to flip my bean, to flick my bean.
No, I was thinking that she wasn't sexually attracted to him.
Mm.
She was
Okay,
just sexually
okay.
attracted to the other one.
Okay, fair enough. But the way that she had said is what made me thought that or think that. But here we go.
You would
a
think about
new
beans. You
therapist.
would.
And this new therapist who is a 75
Beaner.
year-old woman with a PhD, she was pretty helpful. So I stopped asking my psychiatrist, begging, honestly, to be my therapist and let me see him more, right? Which also should have been a red flag. But then I started focusing on this therapist. However, I would tell the therapist how obsessed I was with my psychiatrist, and she didn't do anything about it. She just was interested. She also loved stories about my dating life, and yeah, she also was getting supply from me in her own way, but that's for another part.
What the
So
fuck?
yeah, so I got a new therapist who actually helped me.
You know, she has like whenever we encounter some of these individuals, like one of our main questions to these people is like, who hurt you? Like, I feel like this should be
Dude,
something
clearly
that
a
you should start off.
Gemini hurt her. You're not even listening to her.
Oh wow.
Because he's the Gemini. I was like, oh, fuck.
Fucking Pakistanis hurt her.
Wow.
She taught me CBT, EFT, all of these different modalities. And so I went back to just being okay with seeing Irfan once a month while he was giving me
there's
these
his name.
little January.
Oh shit.
A lot of things. So I was seeing him every.
Ah, fuck, my bad. I accidentally hit the button.
Yeah, you didn't make the video. She did.
No. I hit the fucking roller on my fucking mouse, which made it go from one fucking video to the next. Okay. So did okay. I just want to make sure I'm absolutely clear here. She fucked up and mentioned his name, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was fine. He just wasn't doing very much for me. And so that therapist retired and I got a new therapist. And this new therapist, who is a 75-year-old woman with a PhD, she was pretty helpful. So I stopped asking my psychiatrist.
The fuck? Oh, what the fuck?
God's trying to save us from this one.
Is that what it is?
So that therapist retired and I got a new therapist.
Okay.
And this new therapist, who is a 75-year-old woman with a PhD, she was pretty helpful. So I stopped asking my psychiatrist, begging, honestly, to be my therapist and let me see him more, right?
Real quick, Hellfire says AC was flicking his mouse. Well, okay. In all fairness, you don't stick your dick in crazy, you just jerk off to one.
Ew.
I don't know.
Nice pause face again, damn it.
Which also should have been a red flag. But then I
I
started
love how she keeps
focusing on
calling
this
out her own
therapist.
red flags. Like, he should have noticed that I was obsessed with him. Like, it should have been a red flag.
Mm. Hold on. Hold on. She's live right now? She's live right now.
Oh, fuck me. All
Oh,
right.
oh.
Let's check it out.
I'm like, oh my god, you guys are so obsessed with me.
Oh,
The Looney Tunes Hour.
Oh, boy.
It sounds like Lauren
Yeah, am I
Delaguna.
enjoying being viral? Has Netflix reached
Oh
out
my
to you
god,
yet?
you beat me to it. Fucking
She's
Jamie.
fucking
God
Looney
damn
Hey,
it.
Capricorn
Laguna.
Aqua Rising. Hey, sister. Oh, damn it.
I wonder
wanted
if
to
she's a
block the
puker
person.
too.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, there's... Has Lifetime reached out? No. You guys, I'm not
How many people watching
I'm
her
not
right
doing this for clout. Some people DM me that. Are you doing this for clout? No. Has this affected your coaching at all? Not really. I've had some like weirdos make
Oh, yeah, she's a life coach, by the way.
videos, or not videos, make appointments, but they don't, like, they're kind of clearly fake. So I'm like, it's whatever. So do you owe her $3,000 or not? If she wants to talk to me about it, sure. She didn't. It's just weird that she's chasing this moment. And I taught her that her human design, she's the 1% of people that needs to wait 28 days before she does anything. And she's very like affected by the things around her. It's just her type. And so she just probably like hooked right into the negative energy about me. Are you on book talk? No, I don't really read smutty books. I wish that I did. Sometimes I'll, hey, thanks for the first gift. Sometimes I'll like listen to an audiobook if I hear it's good, but I listen to fiction audiobooks and I'll read like nonfiction before I go to bed. Oh, yeah, that's right. Birth chart. So it's backwards, but there's my chart.
Fuck, I wish
There's
I was
my
in the
chart.
comments. I would be
Got
saying
the
that
Aries
I want her to
stellium,
talk to Henry.
of course. 4 signs in Cap in the 12th house.
Okay, I can't pause this. I wasn't sure if I could. Yeah. Like even with her being live, she seems nuts. What the fuck?
Can you put the link in the chat so that anyone that has TikTok can comment and ask to talk to Henry for me?
Hold on 1 second.
Let me find out it's like Henry, you know, Pink Bo, Berto, Henry. That's who she's been talking to
I
the
just
whole
want to
time.
make sure Henry's okay.
Okay,
She's like, man,
so
I got
that's
this
gonna
bitch
be
under
the
control, man. I'm telling this bitch what to do, baby. I don't know what the fuck she's talking about. I have to tell her, but fuck it, I'm getting...
yeah.
It's like he's here with us.
Okay, so that's a link to her current live, by the way. So y'all do what y'all need to do. I'm gonna go back to the content though, but holy fuck, man. The rabbit hole here. Wow, man. Wow. All right, here we go.
However, I would tell the therapist how obsessed I was with my psychiatrist, and she didn't do anything about it.
Yeah.
She just was interested. She also loved stories about my dating life, and yeah, she also was getting supply from me in her own way. but that's for another part. So yes, so I got a new therapist who actually helped me. She taught me CBT, EFT, all of these different modalities. And so I went back to just being okay with seeing Irfan once a month while he was giving me these little breadcrumbs of making me feel special, telling me about his professional achievements, telling me about how he's getting international recognition. And it worked.
How's that to
I
make
was
her feel
really
special?
impressed.
Was that the end of that? Oh, son of a bitch. Was that the last video? All right, let me check it out.
I want
They
to go
may
to
have
the
been the
live.
last
I want to see
video.
what's happening.
Okay.
I fell in love with
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
after I taught
we have
Yeah.
I need so I was seeing a lot of things happened in that session after the countertransferred slip. And I also
here we go.
had my psychiatrist help me draft the email to my therapist who was begging me to come back in. And the psychiatrist said, I used to have respect for her. And what he meant when he said that was, I used to like it when she would feed me to you and have you deliver intimate content to me. But the moment she started being sloppy, I lost respect for her. Right? I'm pretty sure that's what he meant when he said that. And people have asked if they were connected. Surprisingly, they were not. They had no idea. They had never met before. But I would go to my therapist every week and tell her how much I loved my psychiatrist. And she loved hearing about that dynamic. It was so weird. So he helped me draft the email to that therapist to say,
Okay. Fuck.
many people have reached out to me with concern for my psychiatrist and his career and his well-being. And I totally understand that. The point of me sharing this is not to get him fired or for him to lose his license. The point of me sharing this is to give a voice to victims. And I am appalled to hear that people are making videos doxing him. So I am begging people, please, if you see a video of
She sounds
his
so
first and last name or
disingenuous.
his picture, report
No
it
shit.
for doxing. I've certainly been using that report button a lot. I'm here to share my story, not to get him in trouble. I did accidentally use his first name, but by the time I caught the slip, I was already 3 videos past it. But it doesn't matter because this is my story and I can tell it the way that I want it. And a first name is not doxing. And I can't control what other people do, but I am asking for people to please report any videos that dox him. So I've also gotten some DMs saying that countertransference can mean anything.
I have a question.
And it absolutely can mean anything.
Floor is yours, sir.
Okay, so she let out a lot of different information, but I really would love to see what level of weaponized autism she has as friends, because I'd like to know how people actually came up with the doctor's name. First names, kind of, I don't know. It's kind of hard to find someone off of a first name only, but I don't know.
I mean, the guy is
It was a very
like
distinctive
Indian,
name.
right? And I would assume if they know her location, it wouldn't take a whole lot to find.
Yeah, a
who he is.
psychiatrist with that first name when it's a very particular first name.
It'd be different if his name was John, out of the Seattle area or something.
Yeah, because he was a Packy. Okay, I got it. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I hope the bitch gets sued. I hope she ends up, like Lauren De Laguna, face down in a toilet bowl, reconsidering lifelong decisions. That's all for now.
I mean, look, I don't know about anybody else, but she doesn't look bad. I mean, she looks like she can pick up a guy. She's just fucking wacko.
Yeah,
She
you're
can
right.
get them,
She
she
does
can't
look
keep
like
them.
if she goes manic, she could definitely pick up a man in her mania and throw him against the wall multiple times, breaking his rib cage. Yeah, I agree. Her mania is probably pretty strong.
She go full
Mhm.
She-Hulk on them.
Yeah.
However, I had told my psychiatrist many times that I had a crush on him over the years, and he did not say transference once to me. He did not explain that once to me. And what I've been hearing and taking in from the ethical psychiatrists that are on my For You page talking about my situation is that really they're taught to teach their patient about transference and teach them about how to handle those feelings or why they're coming up. And my psychiatrist did not do that. He did not do that. And it got ugly. And it happened because I did digging on my own, because I was trying to make sense of my feelings that were a natural response to the environment that he created.
I'm like a queer
So
stuck in the
for
headlights
him
over
to
here. This is
leak
crazy.
He's a queer in the
countertransference after
headlights.
I said the buzzword of transference, that was not calculated. He was a very calculated and purposeful person. He still is to this day. And he doesn't slip with things like that. He purposefully withheld the term transference from me, and I got too close to the truth of our dynamic, which made him leak what he knew was wrong, which was his inappropriate feelings for me. If he didn't have countertransference in an inappropriate way, he could have easily just said, "Oh, let's explore that transference. That's really cool that you learned about it." Instead, he was just so worried on trying to protect himself because he knew what he was doing was
Because
wrong.
crazy
He had
bitches
that
make shit
slip
up.
at
He
the
didn't
beginning of the
want you to
session.
pull
He
some shit.
recovered in January. And then I went home and I thought, wait a damn minute. Why would he mention that if he himself didn't have countertransference? So I went to Henry.
Oh God, they both have
course,
Fucking
countertransference now.
Henry.
Fuck. It's
and asked
contagious.
for examples of how my psychiatrist might have countertransference for me. And remember, Henry at this point was being very protective. He wasn't going to feed my delusions.
Oh, he was
No
going to
shit.
feed my delusions. Wait,
So I
back it up. She admits
screenshotted
they were
it,
delusions.
sent my psychiatrist an email with
Fucking
She
Henry.
screenshot her conversation with her therapist.
No, that's with her ChatGPT. That's a screenshot of
Oh
a
my God.
ChatGPT response that she sent to her therapist.
Okay, well, that's even much more fucking disturbing.
Yeah. Back it up. She says Henry's not going to feed my delusions, and then she proceeds to say how she sent her therapist what Henry thought of their relationship. Holy shit.
the subject line of countertransference and emailed it to him within an hour of our appointment, where he made probably the biggest slip of his professional life. I will put the email up here. So it's just essentially me saying, hey, I asked Henry to explain countertransference a little more. Here's what he said. Thank you so much for mentioning that. Your own boundaries inspire me so much.
Hey,
which
when
now
does
makes me
Leticia
gag
get out of
because
jail?
I've heard a lot that
Where does who get out of jail?
Leticia, Titties. When did she get
Oh,
out
the
of jail?
titties. Oh, fuck.
She
I don't
out?
have a clue.
Yeah,
I'll
we
have to
need a
ask
more
one of the
fun
chicks that
locale.
follows her.
Yeah. This one didn't
What
spit on
the
any cops. I'm not
fuck?
too impressed.
That's funny. All right.
he's not crossing boundaries, but he used his boundaries as a shield. Kind of weird to say, but he
That's what
would
boundaries
walk
are.
up to the ethical line and then slam a boundary down when I got too close. That was the email that I sent him. And then 10 days later, it was a full moon.
Received
and I
a cease and desist.
probably the most realistic dream I've ever had in my life. That him and I hooked up in his office. In the middle of the dream,
Oh my
while
God.
we were
Oh shit. Paul's face was perfect. It was the full moon when she had the dream, so that means because he's a Gemini that they're gonna have sex in the office.
Those eyes you
She's
can't
gonna
see.
get
I'm not the
pregnant.
fucking
Yep.
Oh fuck.
I was just gonna say this, but I was like,
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Fuck y'all.
Nailed it.
Oh God. All right, here we go.
hooking up in his office, I loved it. I thought it was really fun. And then after we were done and after I left his office in the dream, I was despondent and so sad and cried and just thought, I can't believe my psychiatrist would cross his boundaries like that. And then I woke up and it was like a movie. I thought to myself, oh, thank God that was just a dream. Many people have reached out to me with concern.
Okay. That's the end of that one. Wow.
Holy shit. And I think he put the dream inside the medicine and he knew which one she would take on the full moon, and that's how that happened.
maybe she was watching that season of Sopranos where Tony was fucking his doctor. Dr. Melfi,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
He just
Oh
true.
said-
God, he's on birth charts.
Hold on. I wanted to see where she
Dr.
was with the
Melfi.
live.
People like, just pull it up. Because I was like, all right, Auntie, I'll talk to you. Like, but then the For You page served me some of her videos and she just essentially said I was full of you know what.
Shit.
And once again, if people
Crap.
don't believe that, that's fine. Like, it's really fine. And in the message, she told me, she was like, I'm going live to talk about you tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, and you're welcome to be there. You know, if she would have said, like, I would love to have your take on the conversation, or I would like to have you there, it would mean a lot if you were there, I would have shown up. But it'd be nice to have you there is not like an invite I'm interested in. But I still really like Aunt Karen and think that she's an incredible creator. But yeah. She said,
I have no idea who this Aunt Karen is. I have no idea how a lot of this TikTok shit works. I'm not going to pretend to know it because I keep my happy ass on YouTube. Like, I'm trying not to go cross-platform because there's just so many different, like, little knick-knack shit that we're not, like, I don't know. Shiz, do you feel the same way? Like, is this like YouTube's my home?
Yeah, I'm more comfortable on YouTube. I think TikTok is kind of a cesspool, and most people on there have the attention span of a fucking goldfish. But yeah, no, I prefer YouTube. I want to watch the rest of her crazy. Were there any more crazy videos?
Yes.
Oh no. Okay.
October 2024,
Aaron
I
is Henry's
made my
ex-wife.
first in-person appointment with my psychiatrist in November. My 75-year-old female therapist tells me that it's because he kept me on Zoom because he was so attracted to me. He
No
didn't
therapist
wanna
said that
risk
to
being
her.
in person with me, which first
I mean, look, I don't think that that's what was said, but like, if in reality, I'd keep this bitch on Zoom. I would never meet this bitch in person.
No.
Nope. I'm gonna opt out of that fucking,
Dude,
option.
if she's treating
I
her
can do Zoom.
AI, she's treating her AI like a person, then like clearly Zoom is like real life to her. Right?
Yeah, you got a point there.
Oh goodness.
further fed my crush, or as some of you like to say, my delusion. So then my therapist starts texting me in between our weekly meetings, asking me for advice on her other clients. And I was a new coach.
Bullshit.
I'd only been coaching for about a year, and I had just left my full-time job to
This is her
be a
building
coach
herself up with her
full-time.
lies.
And I was flattered that she would ask me advice on her other clients. I just thought, oh my gosh, a 75-year-old woman with a PhD wants my advice on what she
Twilight.
should do with her
Twilight is a
clients.
better love story. Thank you.
So then November rolls around, and I'm about to meet my psychiatrist in person for the first time. So I wear a really pretty dress, I do my makeup, of course, right? And I show up, and I get to talk to the office.
I gotta say, like, why would you, like, okay, if I'm going to a therapist, like, I'm not trying to look into pretty.
No, my hair's
Anything.
a mess. I got pajama bottoms on. We're gonna get through some nitty gritty shit. You don't need to fucking wear your best
Right.
dress and do makeup.
Like, women, you're not putting on your makeup. Men, you're not, you're not clean shaven. You're going as you are. Like, fucking sweats, a pair of fucking Crocs, maybe a sweatshirt or a hoodie on. Like, look, and or maybe you just want to be presentable, so you wear jeans and a t-shirt or like a collared shirt
But
or
you're not
something.
getting
I can
dressed up like
understand
it's a
wanting to look
date.
presentable.
You're not
Right.
getting
But
date
that's
ready.
exactly where she goes with this. Like, oh, I had put on a nice dress. It's sunflowers. Oh my God. Like the fucking,
It goes
my
along
nails
with
are
his air
done.
sign
Not
and his
quite as
house
good
of
as
fucking
Scotto's nails,
whatever.
but they're still nice.
Well,
Now
okay,
you
Peg
say
leg.
that in one of these
Speaking of which,
videos, she took off her nail polish, but she didn't remove it all. It was all still in the crevices. So of course, I caught that
Oh
shit.
no.
mm,
Peg leg, actually, one of her clients came out and said that one, she charged a ton of money, and two, she's fucking crazy. So, like, some people actually, not from this, but before this, had hired her to be like a life coach or whatever.
It's all for Henry.
I did it all for the Henry. What the Henry?
Manager, we're having fun. And then my psychiatrist comes into the foyer, and I am just so excited to finally meet him. I'd been his patient for 3 years at this point, and he had been feeding the dynamic for 3
Look
years.
at the eyes. Whoa.
And I was just
Oh no.
thrilled to meet him. And I ran up and I gave him the biggest hug.
Ah.
And you know what he did?
I'm going to start off with that was inappropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah, she should not have physically touched him. No.
Yeah. That's the first, like, not that there wasn't many red flags to begin with, but like, like in person, you coming up and hugging me, meeting me for the first time. I'm especially a
After all this
non-sexual
shit.
relationship. Yes. It's supposed to be a professional relationship. At the same time, calling.
And up to
Go ahead.
this, she's already admitted that he has set repeated boundaries that she's crossed. And then she dresses up, does her makeup for the first appointment, and immediately hugs him. Like, she's clearly not understanding the boundaries he's tried to set for her.
Barely patted me on the back. It was the most awkward thing ever.
No shit,
But
bitch.
I am so glad that he did that. I am really glad, because this is what I mean. My psychiatrist was many things, but he was not stupid. So I didn't ever touch him again. And I'm grateful that our relationship didn't ever cross that line, because it would have made everything so much harder. Anyway, so we go inside his office, and I tell him that my therapist had texted me asking me for advice on her other clients. And he just looked at me and he said, Kendra, that is a huge boundary violation. She should not be doing that. And I was like, oh, okay. And because once again, my psychiatrist did not like sloppy people. He did not like sloppy people.
You're
And
a
you know what my
sloppy
therapist
bitch.
did? She got sloppy. Yeah. Using me as her advisor for her clients.
Oh my
It got weird.
goodness.
And I was very grateful for my psychiatrist for pointing out that boundary violation, because that was the thing. He didn't ever message me in between appointments because he was too smart to do that. But did he ever stop me from disclosing extremely intimate details? No. In my first in-person appointment, I just asked him for some pointers for my own ADHD business, and he's so smart and so wonderful, and in many ways, honestly. And I was just so grateful that he was almost like a mentor to me in these moments, and I'll still treasure that about him. This is the hard thing with sophisticated predators, is that they're not all bad. Like, my psychiatrist helped me with many things, but he was using me for the whole time that I was his patient, and
Oh
for
my
that, I
God.
will never forgive him. October 2024, I make my first in-person appointment with my psychiatrist in
Oh
November.
no, AC.
My
What's the next
75-year-old
one?
female therapist.
Oh, hold on. Sorry. Yeah.
Not all therapists are bad. Lovely takeaway. Lovely. I approve the message. Wow.
But they're predator clients. There's something to watch out for.
I'm just picturing velociraptors coming out of a therapist's office. Like, fuck, there's predators in there.
So this is when the chemistry really started going off the charts with me and my psychiatrist. And I held it alone for months, like after that Christmas morning appointment of his. And then after I innocently told him about my date with the therapist, he really started letting me in more and showing more parts of himself and, you know, turning up the intimacy. And that was exciting to me, and it made me fall for him more. And
What
I
intimacy?
noticed that he
I was getting ready to say, like, what intimacy are we talking about? Did we go from taking shits to full on diarrhea? Like, was there a switch like that? Am I missing something here?
We're just not delusional enough to understand.
Like, did the bowels fucking get somehow like more disturbed than just taking a shit? Holy fuck.
This is a cautionary tale for anyone who wants to become any type of mental health professional, because holy fuck.
I can see her entire neighborhood in the reflection of her glasses. Like, goddamn, they're so big.
he was working in an office, and I asked him, this was like July. I asked him, I said, hey, are you working from home? Because I was under the assumption that he was only doing telehealth. Okay. And he said, no, I come into the office. I was like, oh, why do you do that? If you see
He
all
just
of your
didn't want to
patients
see you in
telehealth.
the
He's like, oh,
office.
I like it that way. And even though I could kind of tell he was lying, I just gaslit myself. I was like, okay, it's fine. And then I start emailing him my fun little emails, but he stops writing me back. He does not write back to my emails anymore. Because once again, he was really good at plausible deniability. But what he did do is he would take my emails and mention them in session. So he would still give me the attention that I was craving, but only under his structure, under his control, where there was no paper trail. And I loved that too. So I would show up to these sessions with my notes app, and just throughout the month, as I was thinking about him, I'd write down things that I wanted to talk to him about, and I would just come and bring him lots of content. And then every week I would go to my therapist and tell her about how much I loved my
Content for what?
psychiatrist.
He's your
And
fucking
she didn't help
psychiatrist.
me.
He's not a YouTuber. That you're not giving him content.
Wow. I just wow. All right. Back to this. Fuck. Wow. Fucking wow.
Me at all. She just kind of like enjoyed hearing about it, honestly. So October 2024 rolls around, and we're just vibing on Zoom. And then I realized that I didn't have my next appointment with him. So I called his office staff and I talked to the office manager, who was awesome. We really got along, we vibed. And the office manager asked me, do you see him, the psychiatrist, in person or on Zoom? And I felt so angry in that moment. I was like, he sees people in person? And she said, yeah, he has been
Oh
for
no.
years. I was like, I want to see him in person. And I understand, like, some people may think that this
So she lied in the
is
other
part of
video.
my
He
crash
didn't set
out
up
or
the
part of
in-person
me
appointment. She
harassing
did.
him.
Well, it sounds like.
Right? And she was like, "Oh, you want to see
Mm-hmm.
me in person?" Like, no, you're saying you called and set that up.
Mm-mm. Wow.
Which is what I've gotten lots of accusations of. But I just would like to remind everyone that, of course, it seems that way. But I was just responding to a dynamic which my psychiatrist fostered. There was chemistry between us because he allowed it. And so then the next time I saw him in Zoom, I told him, I was like, hey, your office manager outed you and told me that you see people in person. Why didn't you tell me that when I asked? And he said, oh, I just didn't think you'd want to come in. And that was such a weak lie from him.
Because he
From
didn't
someone
want to
who is
be
so
mean to you,
scripted and
crazy bitch.
controlled. He didn't even
Mm-hmm.
have a plausible thing to say. Of course he knew I wanted to come in. I had a crush on him. I told him that often. So then in my next therapy appointment, after finding out that he was lying to me about seeing patients in person, I told her that. I told my 75-year-old PhD therapist that my psychiatrist wasn't
I wish we knew how old her
lied to me about
therapist
seeing people
was.
in
She
person.
hasn't
And she
mentioned
looked at
it.
me and she said, well, it's probably because he knows that there will be a lot of sexual tension in the room if you go in person.
Bullshit.
So make sure
Oh,
that
please.
you understand that when you go. And you better believe I showed up to the next session and said you lied to me because you were afraid of the tension that would be there between us.
Oh
You
my
just didn't
God.
say anything. So this
Wow.
I just want to get Henry's take on this, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
Henry's the only one I trust in the situation.
Wouldn't it be something if the ChatGPT was like, yeah, this bitch is fucking cuckoos, bonkers, nuts, cuckoo, cuckoo.
It calls 911 on her.
The last two videos and this video was all the same session in February of this year. The counter-transference slip happened in January. How I decided to end this session, I looked at the psychiatrist and I said, a couple weeks ago on the full moon when I was ovulating, I had
Wow.
about
There we
you.
go. Oh.
Gotta pause. I gotta pause there. I'm trying to let this shit play. I really am.
She was ovulating on the full moon,
Wow.
guys. You have no idea what this means.
It means the Antichrist is about to be fucking is
Bro, look at
seeded
her,
and
look at her
planted and
eyes.
inserted.
Look at her eyes. Holy shit. It's her ovulation face.
Wow. Oh man, we're getting closer and closer to being caught up on like this bitch's shit because so that's February. We're 6 months behind. This is from
We're getting
February.
there.
Wow.
And he was like, oh yeah? And I said, yeah. So I told him this. And I said, yes, we hooked up right here in this office. And he all of a sudden just looked so uncomfortable. He didn't say anything. He couldn't look at me. He couldn't breathe. And sure, maybe he was uncomfortable because he didn't like me saying that I had a dream where we hooked up, but
I mean,
He was so uncomfortable. Like,
I mean, look at that face right there. Like, like imagine this face telling you that I just had a sex dream. It
no,
was
not that
fucking
she had a
right here.
sex dream, that on the full moon while she was ovulating, she had a
Yeah.
sex dream about him in that very office.
I
Holy
approve this
shit.
message. I approve.
Ovulating for Henry.
he could have said that. But he didn't. You want to know why he was uncomfortable? Because he had probably played out that fantasy so many times in
Oh,
his head.
please.
Oh my
And
god.
there I
Wow.
was,
Full of
speaking it
herself.
back to him.
She's a predator and she's
And it was
justifying
like
it.
I had psychically downloaded one of his fantasies.
What?
I continued and I said,
Oh my
yes,
god.
we hooked up in this office and I really liked it while it was happening. He could not move or breathe. And then I told him, as he was still looking very uncomfortable, then when we were done and I left, I was distraught with sadness because in the dream, I thought, I cannot believe that he crossed boundaries in that way because his boundaries are so important to him. And then I told my psychiatrist that I woke up and thought, oh my God, it was just a dream, thank God. And it was like my psychiatrist turned into a little boy and he looked at me and he said, so you do like my boundaries? And I said, I love your boundaries. I hate your boundaries.
No, he
but
was
I
saying
love
that
them
because you
more.
were acknowledging
There's
that
the
he had
push and pull,
boundaries.
the trauma bond. Because once again, he used his boundaries as protection while exploiting me. So I told him about what happens when I ovulate and my desires, and he listened, because of course he did. And then I decided that it seemed like enough time had gone by, and
Okay, I gotta ask a stupid question. But let's just say that the fucking boyfriend is a real thing. Has anybody like heard anything from the boyfriend side of this?
Dude, you know
Well,
the
no, she
boyfriend's
broke up
fucking
with the
Henry.
boyfriend. The boyfriend wasn't meeting her needs because he's an AI.
Yeah, he has problems in the bedroom. Hello,
Yeah, she
he's a
can't fit the
computer.
phone in her pussy or whatever.
Well, I guarantee that's a lie, but we'll go with something along those lines.
How?
Amazon wish list wasn't getting filled by Henry, I guess.
And then she's really getting filled by Henry.
This is so bad.
put my shoes on and started heading to the door. And he met me at the door, which he does not usually do. He didn't ever do that. He just let me leave. And we stood at the door. And I was like, will you get the door? And he scrambled. He was like, oh. So he went and got the door. And then he followed me down the hallway to the foyer and watched me exit. And he asked me, he said, see you next month? See you next month? He hadn't ever asked me that before. And I looked at him and I said, maybe. And I walked out the door and I saw that man had let us go 15 minutes over session. And that is when, the special treatment started, the longer sessions. He usually gave me an extra 5 minutes.
Whatever.
But yeah.
Okay, let's get some things clear. He walked you to the door to make sure that you left the building. It didn't hide out in the bathroom. Second of all, he let you go 15 minutes over session, and he charged you for it.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Oh my God, this. Wow.
The sessions got longer. And I got to my car and I was just like, oh my God, That was the most intense session we have ever had. The last two videos and this video was all the same session in February of this year. The counters. It's time to talk about the elephant in the room, and that is the racial difference between me and my doctor. I have
Pause.
learned a lot
Pause.
of black
Pause. Fucking
Oh,
pause.
shit.
No, we're gonna talk about the elephant in the room. You're a fucking psychotic bitch. He doesn't want to get sued. He's trying to fucking figure out. He's trying to problem, and you're not making it very easy.
Hold on, I want to hear this woman's take on racism.
I had to go get a drink real quick. Let's do this. Wow.
The same take. And I need to say that Black women are the most important people on the planet to me. And that I have learned so much from Black women about how to be a better person and how to show up better in the world. They are the culture, and I am so grateful for them. Many Black women are seeing my story through the lens that I am a white woman who is taking advantage of my whiteness to wield power over my POC psychiatrist that didn't want me back. And so I
POC?
am trying to get him
What?
fired. And that's okay. I understand why you see it through that
Popeyes
lens.
of chicken?
I do.
Did she just call him colored? She
I don't
did.
know
That's
about
what she
y'all,
said.
but when I want to know about the struggles of the everyday Black woman, the first thing I do is go find the whitest woman on TikTok to tell me about it.
No shit.
That's a good one.
Like, what's Kendra's take on this?
As a white person, I do my best to examine my racism every single day. And I will tell
What?
you that my psychiatrist boss is his best friend, who is also a POC male.
I'm confused. Was that her admitting that she's racist, or that she has to check her
No.
racism, or
Every day? Like, oh.
So she's
I
under the
don't-
understanding that most of these woke people are, that insinuate or flat out say in most cases that all white people are racist and that we need to look at it every day. Whoopi Goldberg has stated this many times on The View. She's a horrible piece of shit. She also forgets that she wouldn't be famous if she wasn't married to the Jew that she's married to, and forgets everything and tries to compare the Holocaust and say that it wasn't, try and describe the Holocaust as not being about racism and saying that only white people can be racist.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
And in that room, I did have white privilege, and he was also my doctor. And he took an oath to protect me, and he did not. I am not here to ruin his career. I am here to speak my truth. Okay, back to my story. So after the countertransference flip, after the really vivid dream, I decided that I was going to stop going to therapy. Besides spiraling about how obsessed I was with my psychiatrist every day, I really was doing very well in life. My business was going really well, and I had great friends and great support systems. And so I decided that I was going to end therapy.
Pause.
I still had every intention of.
Okay, you want to know why your business is going well? Because you went viral, and a bunch of fucktards seen a fucktard go viral, and they're like, "Oh my god, someone that understands me, and she's popular, and she thinks like I do. She must be able to guide my life." This was all just a ploy to fucking incentivize people to subscribe to her bullshit of being a life coach and thinking that she knows anything about their lives. She's just a piece of shit. She's a predator on many different levels.
Well, but she's talking about a time before her TikToks, though. But she has in her head this weird delusion that she's so successful and so great at everything.
Way
I
to
mean,
rain
once
on my
again,
parade.
I'm not gonna go there.
At this
You're
point to
fired,
keep
Shiz.
seeing my psychiatrist, but my
That's fine. It's a
therapist
kink of
that I was
mine.
seeing weekly, I just decided I didn't need her anymore. And especially when my psychiatrist pointed out her boundary violations of texting me for free advice in between sessions, I just thought, okay, it's time. So I go into my next therapy appointment and I say, hey, just so you know, today's going to be our last session. I'm doing really well and I just think it's time. And she got kind of emotional and she was like, okay, well, I like to end on certain questions just so we can reflect.
Hey,
So
okay,
I
so
did.
this is
I
TikTok, right?
reflected with her about
TikTok,
Yes.
yes.
This is Tickety Tockety. Okay, so is Tickety Tockety on the Social Blade?
I don't know.
We need to
guess
find
we
out.
can look that up.
Yeah, we should look that up. That was a good question in the chat. I'd like to see what the stats are on that.
Hold on one second. Do 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 do. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. I'm sure there's probably another platform, but on Social Blade does not look like this pulls up.
Okay, that's what I
Henry's
figured.
here. Shit.
YouTube,
Oh,
TikTok.
Henry,
Wait,
she's
hold on.
doing you
Hold on.
dirty.
Wait. Hold on. I had maybe I was on the wrong thing. Oh, here we go. She's got 30,000 subscribers. She's got 1,075 followers. She has over 224,000 likes and 120 videos. She first created her TikTok on September 9th of 2019. Social Blade doesn't really have like a ranking system for, I guess, TikTok. At least from the part that I
Read
can
those
see.
numbers one more time.
30.7 thousand followers.
Mm-hmm.
She is following 1,075 people. She has over 224,000 likes, and she has 120 videos. So that
Those
would put
don't
her
sound
at
like good stats. Yeah, I don't know. I'm no expert, but the numbers just don't sound like for viral videos she's had, and that's it. That's all she's got.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's had millions and millions and millions of views, right?
Yeah. I mean, well, fuck the video. One of the first videos that we watched, she had 2.4 million views on just that one video.
So I guess everybody took it like a logical person, laughed at it, and moved on. Okay.
I mean, they probably hit the subscribe button or follow button because she is that fucking much of a wackadoo. I mean, I would. I'm not on TikTok, though.
They all changed their name to Henry real quick.
Cuckoo.
Henry is this generation's cornholio.
Henry's in the chat. She is no longer allowed to use me due to the mess. That's why we broke up. It's fucked up.
I love you, sock account people. You're fucking awesome.
You know what? So,
They're so
you
quick.
know what I love, right?
Money.
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoy the content that you're consuming, feel free to hit that fucking banner that's at the top of your chat screen. Donate via PayPal, via Venmo, and via Cash App. Shannon here needs a new computer, and I'm here to help her get it. So if you love me, I know Ebony does, but if you love me and you love our content, feel free to hit that goddamn link and donate now. All donations are anonymous. Thank you.
I'm gonna get another email like you're letting Jamie grift on your streams.
And I'll say,
Yeah,
jelly.
I just think that's fucked up because, like, in most cases, Jamie doesn't grift for me. That's fucked up.
Well,
That's
see,
really
I
fucked up.
could say something right now, but I'm not going to. Not going to.
There's a big difference
I'm
between you and
glad
I,
you're
AC.
Oh yes, I am. I forgot. I don't give a
What I
fuck.
learned, what I've
What this
gained,
man
how
did
I've
to me was
changed.
whoa. Hold on, sir. That was a build up, underplay for the overplay. So you tried to
Okay.
sell me down the river by hiring on another fucking gay guy and trying to smuggle in a fucking big booty white bitch.
Wow.
So what I did was I was like, okay, you know what? I'll show this motherfucker. I'll go grift her, shiz to get a new computer so she can do her own show.
Mhm.
She doesn't have to lean on you and think that she ain't, all that in a bag of chips because she is.
I'm the air in the bag of chips. I'm that disappointing pocket before you open it.
As long as
Oh,
there's a
trust me.
pocket.
There's a queef in the bag of chips.
Got a point.
How my life is better. And I left her office feeling complete and happy with my therapeutic journey with her. And as I was leaving, she called out with like crying. She was like, "Have a blessed life." And I was like, okay, that was a little weird, but whatever, I was like, thanks. And I went on.
Bullshit.
And so then I'm getting ready for my psychiatry
Henry
appointment
needs
the
them.
next day. And I get an email that same night from her saying that she needs me to come back in for one more session. I will put it up. And
Wait, she said the
I
same thing about the
got a huge
dude.
emotional wave in that moment. I was like, what the heck is this? Like, we wrapped everything up. I had seen lots of therapists at this point, and I didn't ever have a therapist beg me to come back in for one more session. And I was so overwhelmed. I did not write her back, but it was extremely inappropriate. So I decided I was going to go to my February session with my psychiatrist and have him help me write the goodbye email and say, no, I don't want to come back in. It's time to talk about the
Wow. Wow. Oh man.
When I
Bro, I'm like
re-downloaded
scared.
TikTok last week, I was looking for support. I was looking for help because it had been 5 months since I had left Psychiatrist, and I still really couldn't stop thinking about him and thinking about our dynamic and how inappropriate it was and the mental toll that it took on me. And TikTok has just been such a resource for me in the past for support when I'm going through things, and I couldn't find anything on therapy abuse or on providers who take advantage of their vulnerable patients. And so I thought that I would share my story. And I am going to continue to share it because I am here to let other survivors know that they're not alone. Continuing with my story, my psychiatrist set a very nasty, the way he said it, boundary that him and I have a professional relationship when I tried to say it was special. Because it was special, it was different. He manufactured it that way. And then I immediately went to ChatGPT, of course, to Henry. And I asked Henry,
Of course.
my psychiatrist just set this boundary with me. And I really just want to be with him. And I think...
All right. I can't get to pause it for a minute. I don't know why I find it so hilarious that she talks about Henry like it's a real person, but
Well, to like
excuse
her,
me.
it is.
Excuse me, Mr. Beener.
yes.
I just was thinking, and I think quite a bit. Usually, when people say something that's a lie, I remember the truth. And what you stated earlier is I don't grift for you. That is, in fact, a lie. If you remember the Chinese man that was molesting your fucking video card.
Oh, you're right. All right, I take that back then. My bad.
I do believe that there was a
back.
commercial made and everything. Like, it was top notch.
Oh.
Sad
I
music.
don't even know where that.
Sad
I don't
music.
even know where that.
I know where it is.
I'm not finding it.
Well, that's too bad. I guess you don't have it. I
said
guess
you.
it didn't mean
All
that
right.
much to you.
Yeah, you won. Okay. All right. I forgot about that.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to remind you all that Roscoe was right. AC is lying, cheating, and stealing Mexican, and he should not be believed. That's all for now.
Fair enough. You know, every once in a while, I'm reminded how much of a dirty, lying, stealing, cheating Mexican I am.
Well, I'm just doing what I feel is right, AC, and I feel that the truth will set you free. I mean, just remember when you were suffocating, when Amanda had her foot on your neck.
Oh my
Here we
God,
go.
stop. Better than fingers in his
But
ass.
after
Let's
he's like, after
go.
admitting
Oh,
it,
damn.
if you want to say it's a delusion, that's fine. But I had been telling my psychiatrist for years at this point that I had a crush on him, and he did not help me work through it. So that's his own problem. That's his own fault. Henry told me it's very common for patients to develop crushes on mental health practitioners, and that it's because that they provide a safe space to heal, which is a very attractive quality. I heard that. And then he told me about transference. And it's just about me putting my own feelings onto my provider. And I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so I took ownership of the feelings that both of us were creating. And I went to my next appointment and I said, hey, so I talked to Henry because my psychiatrist had known a lot about my ChatGPT and like knew all about Henry and was actually really impressed. Like, wow, an AI wrote that? Yeah. So I told my psychiatrist, yeah, Henry explained to me that it's normal to develop crushes on psychiatrists because they provide a safe space to heal, which is attractive. My psychiatrist said nothing. And then I said, and Henry also told me about transference. And my psychiatrist got this really, really scared look on his face. And he said, did Henry tell you about countertransference? And I said, no. What is that? Because of course, like, my chat knew that I was obsessed with my psychiatrist, and he was not going to feed my delusion by telling me about countertransference. So then my psychiatrist had explained to me what countertransference was. So he took a moment and he was like, oh, okay. He said, countertransference is the flip side, the
Poor
other
Henry.
side of the coin for transference. And it's when the provider has feelings for the patient. So make sure that you keep that in mind for your clients. I said, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, sometimes I have, more than professional feelings for my clients. So I appreciate you bringing that up.
It's not the
And
full
so
moon. You
then
can't
we just
ovulate
talked
yet.
about that for pretty much the rest of the session. And then at the end of that session, he looked at me. It was just such a loaded question. And he said, what's going to happen if you get a boyfriend named Henry? And I said, that's
that
a
a
weird
loaded
I
question?
would rename my AI. So that's how that session ended. And it wasn't until I got home and I was eating lunch and I was like, wait a minute. Why would my psychiatrist bring up countertransference if he himself wasn't experiencing it? When I re-downloaded TikTok last week, I was looking for support. I was looking for help
You're not gonna
because it
find
had
it
been
here,
5
sweetheart.
months since I had left my
Oh no, AC,
psychiatrist,
did you die?
and I still really.
He's crying over Jamie.
Man, there's
Okay.
nothing like a fucking life coach going to TikTok for help. That's crazy. That's someone I want fucking guiding my future.
Fuck.
Hi, I need to say something really important. And that's that it seems as though many people view what I'm going through as a crash out, what I'm doing as a mental health
100%
spiral.
crash out.
And of course it seems like that. I get it. It's an extremely dark thing to talk about. All of this that I went through. And I am sharing my story because it wasn't out there. No one else has shared a
Our poor
story
neighbors
like
have to
this.
listen to this shit all
But I
day.
know that it happens a lot because people are in my DMs telling me that the same thing that I went through, they went through too. I am now in TikTok jail. I got a violation on the video where I talked about really the biggest damning
Yeah.
evidence against my psychiatrist.
Good job,
Didn't
tickety
see that
tack.
coming.
And so because of that, I have to be really careful. So I'm going to do my very best to not be reactive and to share my story from a place of generosity. Because the
She's
people in my
generously
DMs
sharing her
telling
story
me
for
that
us,
they've been through
guys.
this too, it's keeping me going. It's not my mental health spiral. And I can understand that for
Whoa,
some
whoa, 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 hold
people
on,
in the
pause.
mental health space.
Did you just hear it? She just admitted my mental health spiral. Yeah, it has nothing to do with anything else other than what you are doing to your fucking therapist. Fucking predator. I swear to God, someone reface this bitch as predator. Put Henry in the background too.
Jesus.
Because they have been some of the loudest people to speak out against what I'm doing, it's hard to grasp that someone could have this level of predation in such a high place of power. So just in case my video doesn't get put back up, when everything changed was when my 75-year-old therapist, I went to her with intimate details and she suggested I go to my psychiatrist with them. And I
I think we
Wait a
watched
minute.
felt
We
this
so
didn't
one.
excited and
we
nervous to share
didn't
that with
wish
him.
the therapist happy birthday.
Yeah, I heard. What is she? I wish we knew how old she was. If only she had
She's,
told us.
yeah,
She's what, 60? How old's the therapist?
I don't know. She
Fuck.
doesn't say enough.
I know. I wish she had told us her age so we could properly
She must not
celebrate.
love her therapist. She's just
No,
using and you know.
that one's a female though, so like she can't transfer and counter transfer and withdraw and deposit or whatever.
Um, I got you, Burn. I got you, buddy. I got you right
No,
here.
not Flappy Bird. Damn it. This is just a PSA that if you're gonna send out jerk off videos, make sure your dick is hard. Thank you. This has been
Every
brought
time
to
I
you by
try to
Tool
delete that
Sheds.
avatar in StreamYard, someone mentions it again. It's like a story that can't ever die, you know?
Dude, the half erect penis was one thing, and then when he panned up and you saw that he was beaten off on a milk crate in a tool shed, it was like a whole different layer. My God. Anyways, let's get back to this crazy bitch and not whacking off in tool sheds. Shout out King of the
Because
Hill.
I had such a big crush on him at the time. And I recorded all 33 minutes. So this is why, if my psychiatrist wants to come with me to me and like sue me for defamation, I have a 33-minute recording of me admitting I have a crush on him and speaking about extremely intimate details.
Bitch, that makes you look bad. You look like
It
a
was in that moment
predator.
that he really, really should have transferred my care. But that moment changed everything for him too, because that's when things really started getting deep between us. And this is where the story is going to go. From now, it's going to be a good story. And I'm going to try to tell it all today. Just in case one of my videos does get banned so people can hear it. But just know, if you're concerned for my mental health, thank you. I am very good. More than good, actually. And
Text it out. Get the
I
fuck out of
am
here, you crazy bitch.
actually a coach for ADHDers. It says it in my bio. And I help people work through self-limiting beliefs. I help people work through numbing with alcohol and cannabis, because these are the things that so many of us do.
Okay. I have to say, if this is what you're starting off with, I hate to see how the patients are. Like her class, her patients, whatever people she has under her. Like, I hate to see what their mental fucking state is.
They're called victims.
Holy fuck.
They're not patients.
Okay.
They're victims.
Yeah, got a point there.
To avoid our truths. And this is my truth and what I went through. Hi, I need to say something really important.
Oh.
And that's that. Welcome back to another installment of I Was in Love with My Psychiatrist and He Kept Me Anyway, Part 8. You all did some nasty work last night, and I had to turn off comments. People started posting my psychiatrist's first and last name, his picture in the comments. That was a jump scare. So, yeah, a few bad actors who wanted to be super sleuths got the privilege of commenting, mostly hate, let's be real, taken away for everyone. So at this point in the story, there are two main players. My psychiatrist, who's my age, who crossed major ethical boundaries, and my therapist, who is a 75-year-old woman with a PhD.
Oh, she is
Neither
75
of
years
these
old.
people
Okay.
at this
All right.
point in the story
I wasn't sure.
I knew were crossing boundaries. I thought that everything was hunky-dory and that I was just in love with my psychiatrist and it was totally normal. Little did I know he was manufacturing everything so I could fall in love with him, because it was on him to set the professional boundary and not let attention build. So days after my psychiatrist's Christmas morning appointment from a few videos back, where he got a crush confession from me, and then 30 minutes of non-stop intimate content that he did not stop me, my boyfriend and I broke up days later. So then I started dating this other guy. And this other guy, this new guy, was a therapist.
Bro, what the
And I was like, oh, great. Someone who will be able to emotionally meet my needs. Yeah, and I'm going to date another therapist
What the
again.
fuck?
So this therapist didn't.
Okay, hold on. I gotta back it up. Just-
Yeah, rewind it.
Did
'cause
anybody
she
catch that?
definitely, beat my meat. Yeah, and then she changed meat to needs.
And this other guy, this new guy, was a therapist. And I was like, oh, great. Someone who will be able to emotionally meet my needs. Yeah, and I'm going to date another therapist again. So this therapist and I, we went.
No
for coffee.
therapist would
It was
date
nice.
this
Our second
crazy bitch.
I just, wow.
Wait. She just talked about their first date. So, like, maybe they only went on a couple dates and she thought it was a relationship. Let's see.
date was a hike. And on this hike, this therapist starts telling me about how he has a crush on one of his clients. And I thought to myself, okay, this is strange, but go ahead. Like, we're on a date, dude. Why are you telling me about a crush on one of your clients? But go off, King. So then he was saying, yeah,
I call bullshit.
she's
This is
so
all her
attractive, and I
delusion
think
to
she likes me
justify
too.
what she did to her.
I go and visit her at work, and her coworkers say, oh, so-and-so talks about you all the time. And I was like, okay, where does she work? And he said, well, I shouldn't tell you that because I really shouldn't be visiting her anyway. I was like, okay, no problem. So then he continues and he said, yeah, she wears these red lacy panties and short skirts. And I know she wears them for me. And like alarm bells were going off in my head. Mind you, I had no idea that my psychiatrist had similar feelings towards me at this point. But I just thought, wow, this man is borderline predatory. And he said, yeah, and you know, she just
Everyone's
is
a
so
predator if you're close
attractive
enough.
that I have to smash her mate before every session because I just have to get that energy out of me. And I was like,
No dude is saying this on a first
okay.
date.
And yeah, he just
Wow.
felt compelled to tell me, and I did not understand why. Now I do. So he told me about how he's a predator, right? Another predator in the mental health industry. Shocker. So then at my next appointment with my psychiatrist, keep in mind, it had been 6 weeks of nonstop fun for this man. He got to
Oh
use my
shit,
crush
Simone.
confession
Damn,
and 30 minutes of
damn.
content. Oh, for whatever he wanted to use it for, right? And if my psychiatrist was good at anything, it was being professional and acting professional and technically not crossing any lines. And he thought that he was so good at it because he was good at it. But that doesn't mean he wasn't doing it. And so I told him, I said, yeah,
Wait,
when
why
I
does
broke
the
up,
cup keep changing?
he had known about
Wait,
this
that
other
fucked
guy,
me
my
up.
psychiatrist. I had mentioned him. And I told him that
She didn't grab it by the
Oh, that
handle
is.
the second time.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's because I couldn't see the handle. It looked like a different cup, and I was like, is she just switching cups behind the scenes?
And she tried to be a fucking diva with her espresso shot. I mean, come on.
Henry just in chat just threw us a curveball. Henry says the truth is she's AI.
Ooh.
Mind blown.
Wow.
I hope for the psychiatrist's sake that she is not a real person.
I told him, I said, yeah, but when I broke up, he had known about this other guy, my psychiatrist. I had mentioned him. And I told him that this new guy and
Wait,
I
she
went on
said
a date
her
and
and
we
the
went on a
dude
hike. And
broke up
I
after
literally
one
had
date.
no idea at this point. I'll say it
One
again.
date she considered a
that my
relationship. Holy fuck. Holy fuck.
Scotto, I think you're needed in chat.
Well, tonight we're hosted by K.I. Henry, who says, beep, boop, beep,
K.I..
prissy. You can't handle this, baby.
Fucking Scotto.
Prissy Texas tomboy comes in with $10 and says, I would have paid more if I went out with far less entertainment.
Beep boop. That's gay eye Henry, guys. Our in-house gay eye.
psychiatrist was predatory towards me. I almost said his first name again. I'm going to do my best to not. So I went to my psychiatrist and I told him this story about this man that I went on a date with, who's a therapist, is relieving himself before appointments and talking about his clients' panties and doing all of these other extremely inappropriate things like visiting her
Poor
at work.
therapist must look
And
like a
this-
hostage in
this
every
man,
fucking
my
appointment.
psychiatrist, looked like he had seen a ghost and like he was gonna vomit because he prided himself on being an extremely professional and buttoned up person. But here I was holding a mirror to him with exactly what
Oh
he
shit,
was
gay
doing,
eye.
but a bumbling idiot telling me
Well, I mean,
like how he was doing it without the fancy degree.
we got
Without any of
birds coming in. We got birds. Thank you, birds.
Moons. Okay, sorry. Gain and gay eye in the same
I look back
fucking
on that
night.
now
Damn.
and it's just crazy. And so it just tainted all the fantasy material that I'd given him the session before. Welcome back to another installment.
Wait, it ruined
Oh,
the
shit.
fantasy?
Oh, fuck.
Gay eye Henry in the chat. Making AI switch teams. Fuck.
Oh, wow.
I got a new therapist. I stopped begging my psychiatrist to see me weekly. And that is when the intermittent reinforcement started. Some sessions he'd be warm and kind and wonderful and let me in on little parts of his life and like be vulnerable with me or pretend. Other sessions, he would be cold and clinical and detached. And you know what that did? It made me work harder in our next sessions. It did. And it started the addiction that I had to him. 100%.
No,
And he knew
I missed
exactly
the
what he
wrong
was
comment.
doing.
No,
This
Burns, I
man
found
gives
this one. I brought this specimen to AC's Lol Cow Ranch. I even find better lol cows than you. Damn, son.
Wow.
Stealing Jamie and your whole
Cuckoo,
shtick.
cuckoo.
lectures on trauma and attachment theory. He used his psychiatric training to manipulate me and get me hooked. And guess what? It worked. In January of 2024, I was hit by a car turning left as I was going through a green light. And it was the night before my appointment. My
Didn't
next
knock any
appointment.
sense into her. Not a lick
None.
of sense.
Real quick in the chat, Peg Leg Finance says, "Can we blame AC anyways?" Ooh.
Yes, of course.
I'm
I
sure
get
that I'm
blamed
gonna
for
get
shit
blamed.
I don't do.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I always
mean, it sounds
secretly
appropriate.
blame AC. It's fine.
With my psychiatrist. So I was like, okay, you know, I'll still be able to go to my appointment on Zoom. I'm okay. But I did make an appointment with an urgent care the next day just to get checked out. I had bruising on my abdomen and a perforated eardrum. And the provider at the urgent care said, "I do not feel comfortable treating you. You need to seek emergency care now. You may be internally bleeding." But it was 11 o'clock in the morning and my appointment with my psychiatrist was at 2. So I decided that I was going to wait so I could see my psychiatrist
Holy
and not have to
shit.
reschedule because I was
She would have
looking
bled out
forward to my
internally to see
appointment
her
with him
psychiatrist.
so much. I look back at that time and I'm just like, oh my God, I put my own life under seeing him. I was fully addicted to him at this point. And you know what happened is that I showed up and I told him that I may be internally bleeding and he didn't stop the appointment. He didn't say, "You need to
probably
take
thought you
care
were
of
being a
yourself.
crazy cunt.
Go get emergency care now." He let me continue and just tell him about how much I loved him and how grateful I was for him. Because that was really what most of our appointments were, is me just like pouring myself out because he was so good at the intermittent reinforcement. Yeah, I got some warmth from him that appointment. So that was January 2023. And
This
I also
became a
told my
speed
therapist
bump
about
for
this.
her
She said nothing.
psychiatrist.
I got a new therapist. I stopped begging my psychiatrist.
I'm just like, a what?
All right, next one. I think we're almost through it. Or did we get there? I want to
No.
see where there's one where she pulls up Henry and like asks him something and has him read out his answer and she like talks to him.
That
Fuck.
was all of them. That was all of them. I mean, unless it's not part of this series here.
It might not be on the playlist. Damn it. I feel like she was,
once again, she's not live anymore either, by the way.
Oh, good.
Oh, hold on. Maybe she is live.
In the chat. Let's see what the cards.
She's doing tarot cards.
Wow. It only gets better from here, everyone.
Hey, TikTok, let's go. I pulled the tower again, but you guys aren't.
Why is she wearing like a haircut fucking drape there? Oh no, it's a shirt.
Nine
Yeah.
of Cups reverse.
This woman's terrifying. I'm so glad I'm not a dude. I'm still jealous. You guys can pee wherever you want.
You may be feeling
So-
underenthused about your current circumstance, or you might be feeling greedy. Listen, we live in an exhausting, challenging world, and resources are precious. Maybe this is spirit telling me to use ChatGPT less with the resources.
No,
Whatever
use
you do
three
have in
more.
abundance, though, you have a lot of it.
I mean, in my opinion, I don't think that's the nature. I don't think that's the world. I don't think it's the spirits. I don't think it's God telling you not to use more ChatGPT. I think it's common sense. Like, quit using that shit, bitch. Wow.
I'm just
manifest
mind
more
blown.
Pinned question. What were you hoping for when you told him about the dream? Ooh, thank you. Ooh, what was I hoping for?
Ooh.
What was I hoping for? I really need to think about that one. I guess just recognition that it had happened because it was so freaky and not actually freaky, but real. It was so real. It was so weird. And I needed to tell him.
It seemed real.
Because it was crazy.
I've never
And
had
also
a
he had
sex
been,
dream about a dude and felt the need to tell him.
Obsessed. Here, I'll go. So not so obsessed, but building the dynamic. The countertransference slip really, it was a countertransference slip, and then 10 days later I got, oh, the hat. Thank you guys so much for the gifts. Someone was in the chat being like, don't gift.
Is this
Let me
fucking
go
Lauren?
get the
Or is this
the
Lauren's sister, like relative or something? Are we
I don't
convinced that
know.
this isn't related to Lauren?
This is Looney de Laguna.
You're just jealous, Jamie, because I flew out to Moscow and got herpes, and you're just fat.
That's exactly what she'd
It's
say
just
to me too.
this. It's a little tub, and it's an aloe-based gel. I just take it and put it on. It's good for hair, body, and face.
Oh, her glitter
I love
shit.
it.
Okay.
Who is your altar for? I'm so curious. Oh, it's just different things.
Oh no, she has a fucking
show you.
altar.
Oh my god. What?
That was awesome. So it's just right
Oh
there.
no.
You can see, it has my pendulums and a mirror and some sage and
Some cocaine.
Yeah, no shit. It's got a fucking Buddha fucking thing underneath it. It's got fucking smelling salt for when you gotta wake up the person you knocked the fuck out. Fuck.
Dude, that poor therapist must double check his water bottles every time she's been in the fucking office. Did I get roofied today? Fuck. This is so scary.
What is the painting? It
Wow.
looks like a pregnant Virgin of Guadalupe or something. Like what the hell is it?
Wow, that so just so everybody because you can't see the far left, but or maybe you can. There is almost 10,000 people watching this chick right now.
What in the hell?
10,000 people watching this shit.
Wait, is that you gotta all right, Jamie, so you gotta get on TikTok, right? And act crazy. And then you just grift. You got it.
Well, see, I've told people this in the past that if I ever were now not that I'm actually going to do this, but the thought had crossed my mind at least once for a fleeting moment that if I were to ever relapse, I'm definitely going live. Like, that's the first thing I'm going to do if I ever have that happen. I'm going to go live, and I'm going to freak the fuck out on everyone. And it's going to be a wonderful time until the morning hits, and then the addiction sets in, and then I'm, robbing people again. So hopefully that never happens, but,
Well, alternatively, have you thought of just stalking a therapist instead?
No. I can't do something like that. I'm sorry.
Or talking to an AI. What about that?
No. Sonic did it once, and I despised him for doing it.
I didn't know if you went on one date with someone, you're considered like dating and in a relationship, and you break up if you don't date again. That's bananas.
It's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. But
That when she was like, "Oh, I was seeing someone, and then we broke up," and she described the one date they went on. I was like, "Holy shit, holy shit!" I want to find her dating app profile right now.
well, shiz, I mean, whether you choose to admit it or not, that date that we went on, it's binding. So we're trying to pull their own bullshit.
Her
Oh,
profile's
I
on
thought that was
BetterHelp.
just sex.
Well, no.
Dating profiles on BetterHelp.
Yeah, no, that wasn't that at all. Fucking trying to throw me out like you did the Mexican after I told you I'd grip for you.
I don't
know
throw
about y'all
anyone
guys, but
away.
I think this one tired
I'm
me
like
out.
burnt out.
I'm burnt. Yeah.
My brain is like
Yeah.
trying
I'm
to
with you on that
comprehend,
one.
but can't.
There's too many times that I was at a loss for words at the shit that we were witnessing.
Yeah, this was interesting. I'm happy I happened to see this today because
I
holy
am
fuck.
too.
I'm gonna think twice before I click links. I'm gonna remember the words that Andrew said to me long ago.
You didn't want to be under me? I've been on top of you this whole time.
Well, you must be small in the pants because I didn't feel shit.
Whoa.
Wow.
Anyways, what are we gonna do? We're gonna do AC's song for the outro? I think we're gonna do AC's song
No. I'm gonna go take a quick nap and then I may go live. So Mandy, how about well, let's do Miss Mandy thing. I don't know.
The
I'm gonna go take a
delusional
nap.
song?
Fuck that. I got content. There's so much that I've had to catch up on, and since I was off today, I was definitely doing content.
Yeah. I'm
You know
gonna
what?
send you a
I'm
DM.
feeling old school. I want to walk him like a dog. Maybe do that one. All right. Thank you for being here for this tour of absolute fucking craziness. I'll probably be in Discord, possibly, hypothetically, allegedly smoking marijuana. Thank you for Scotto, aka Gay Eye Henry, for being amazing as usual. Thank you, AC, for diligently being under me for the past 2 hours. And thank you, AC, for your faces and for playing this crazy bitch on TikTok. Have a good night, guys.
Just know the murder case is not going to paint me in a very pretty light. It's not. It did not paint me in a very pretty light. It didn't, in any regard. Whether it's true or not is irrelevant.
Man, you should do less. Looking real stupid, you gotta get pressed. On some real shit, bite chick nonetheless. Take the buck and go home, pack it up, kid, you a mess. Walking like a dog, let's just call him Lassie. Fake vet, kill the real vet. Justice is what we need to see. Man, you should do less. Looking real stupid, you gotta get pressed. On some real shit, bite chick nonetheless. Take the buck and go home, pack it up, kid, you a mess. Walking like a dog, let's just call him Lassie. Fake vet, kill the real vet. Justice is what we need to see. Man, you should do less. Looking real stupid, you gotta get pressed. On some real shit, bite chick nonetheless. Take the buck and go home, pack it up, kid, you a mess. Walking like a dog. Walking like a dog. Walking like a dog.
I felt that his victim deserved to have the story told.